What?
100% factual.
I should have waited to ask this question.
You want to debate me? We can debate.
We can debate off
do
the
it right
fucking top.
Time out.
We can debate off the
Welcome.
I didn't even
back.
put the intro screen. That's the
We
crazy
don't
part.
need
It's-
I don't need the
intro
fucking
off
intro
this.
screen.
This is the intro.
Welcome back to Black Not Mild.
It's been
I see it's what, 3 weeks?
it's been quite a while.
I'm sorry. That was
Jinx.
beautiful. Shut your milk that head ass up
You're
over
just
there.
mad over their sweetness. If
I
you
don't know what has a stronger glare, the light or the light beaming on his forehead.
it's probably
So
all that, it's
what
probably
was
all
your-
that sheen.
So,
But anyway,
yeah, I know. I haven't shaved yet.
that's funny.
It still matches the color of your lip.
Oh my god. So, we're back at you. If you don't know our names, well, this is Zay Navarez, Mr. Clout,
I try. I'm just trying to be like you, pink boy.
and then it's your boy Brian Ball, aka Wade County. Shouts out to Dwayne Wade, baby. Gotta support, gotta show love. Hey, it's still Laker gang though. Laker gang or die.
You see Boogie about to get arrested?
Hey, bro, Boogie didn't do it, bro. Hey,
I'm Team Boogie.
if my wife did not allow me, or not my wife, my ex-wife didn't
My
allow
baby mama.
my baby mama. Oh yeah, they didn't even.
Baby
if my
mama.
ex-baby mama didn't even allow me to bring my son to the happiest day of my life, my wedding. Obviously, I wouldn't say the same thing.
I would say pretty damn close.
But yeah, I'll say pretty close. I'll be pretty mad. Why can't I take my son to my wedding? Is that just so? Is that frowned upon?
no.
No. And of course, she pressed charges, but that's for it's later
That's
on.
that's women.
We just need Boogie to get healthy, bro. We need you back on that court, my guy.
For what? We have Dwight Howard, future Hall of Famer.
We do have Dwight Howard, but Dwight Howard needs to work on himself before he can work on the court.
He also
At
needs
the
to
end of
work
the
on
day-
that ass to make sure it's stable enough to last an entire season.
Dwight, Dwite.
At the end of the day, I ain't even mad at DeMarcus Cousins because at the end of the day, like, KCP played when he was fucking in jail, you know. So.
Oh yeah, he for sure.
KCP
had
for sure had the
He had the
ankle
ankle monitor.
Oh my god, I was so hot. I was like, why is his ankle so bulgy?
He couldn't travel.
Shit, bro could not. Bro, you're stuck to home games and home games only, which was fine.
And we re-signed him. That's the culture we're bringing to the Los Angeles Lakers.
We love convicts. Damn.
I mean, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe did it.
Watch your mouth. Kobe did not do it. Kobe did not do it.
Kobe
at all.
Kobe pulled a Bryce Walker.
Kobe definitely did not pull a Bryce Walker. Kobe allegedly got accused of false allegations and came out dropping 35 points a game. That's right.
Yeah, but didn't he pay her off?
Everyone gets paid off every once in a while.
That's suspicious.
It's not suspicious. It's
little
just
bit.
to get a
If
random.
I know I didn't
just
do
to
it,
get a
I'm taking
random
you to
woman off
court.
your back.
If I know I didn't do it, I'm taking you to court. I'm not paying a dime.
A dime.
Here's the thing.
dime.
I looked into the case, right? I looked into it, and I looked at the court files that I could find. And I looked at whatever news proceedings were happening at that time. Allegedly, not allegedly, she's a masseuse,
She is
right?
a masseuse.
And he went to go get a massage and whatnot. And there's an implied imbalance of power, obviously, because he's Kobe Bryant. That's
Yeah.
factual. And they had sex, and she was in positions in which there's no way it could be like, you know, a rape. And the way she did her what's it called?
Her manifesto.
Like the way she did her deposition, and then like the way she explained it in court as well, were two totally different recountings.
because she's lying, Your Honor.
And she said, "Oh yeah, like so we had sex like face to face or something like that." But she has a tattoo on her back, and he was able to describe that.
Perfectly.
And she said that they were never in that position. And it's like, how did he know she had a tattoo on her back, like right here, like without? So there's multiple things that help Kobe's case. And besides the fact that
He didn't
she
do it.
instantly took the buyout. She without thinking, she took the buyout, and he only did that so he can get this shit going. So he was in the prime of his career. He's not trying to deal with this shit. He's
And
got
dropped
shit to
35 points a game. That ain't
He's
the
still
go-
my favorite
If
player.
that
I
ain't
can
the
care
go,
less what
if
he
that ain't
did.
the go, I don't know who it is.
I can care less what he
do. Man,
did.
Roethlisberger raped the chick.
Show did.
Friggin'
Show did.
Tyreek Hill beating his kids.
Ray Rice beat a bitch.
Ray Rice
but
beat
he got kicked out the league for it.
So did get kicked
I'm
out
sorry,
the
but
league.
he beat the fuck out of her.
He beat her
He
ass and
whooped
dragged
her
her.
shit.
That was caveman.
Wait,
Yeah.
who beat the
Yeah.
girl?
Greg Hardy.
Greg
No,
Hardy.
that was just-
Greg no, Greg
No,
Hardy
it
was domestic
abuse. It
violence.
was domestic violence.
Yeah, but then he came back,
And then he did
and
the
then
same thing.
yeah, he did it again. Then he went to UFC to channel his anger in another place.
Yeah, so far he's undefeated, I believe.
he
Technically
got
lost by
DQ'd.
DQ because it was the most inadvertent knee I've ever seen in my life. But hey, he rocked him though.
Did Ben Roethlisberger win a Super Bowl after his rape thing or alleged rape thing?
Yes, because his rape thing happened in what 04
So he won the Super Bowl in 05?
and
So
07.
so Kobe,
He has what 2 or just 1?
Two.
So
Okay,
that
yeah, 'cause,
goes
like,
to show all young athletes:
Sorry,
you get a rape case, you get a championship.
I don't think that's what we're trying to show him.
It's
But
sorry,
statistically
But-
proven,
Statistically,
sorry about
Kobe got alleged and he averaged 35.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger got alleged
and won
alleged
2 chips.
and got a Super Bowl the year after. Maybe it
that-
just sparks
that
a
extra
fire.
motivation. Sorry about all the rape talk. We're all watching 13 Reasons Why. It's just
I have 4 more episodes.
so. R.I.P. Bryce Walker.
I
But
really feel like he was changing.
he was changing for the better. He was changing for the better. But he's still
I
an
really
asshole.
feel. Yeah, it's still fuck
Still an
Monty.
asshole.
It's still fuck Monty.
so did you watch the behind the scenes for 13 Reasons Why though? For that season, the after episodes and whatnot.
I did not actually.
They explain their thought process with him and whatnot. And I'm not gonna ruin it because he hasn't seen the full thing and whatnot.
Yeah, I have 4 more episodes.
But what I can say is the reason why we're looking at him the way that he is, and we're looking at him as, oh, he's starting to change into. All they did was humanize him. That was their entire idea, was to make sure he's a human
Yeah.
and show us that,
He actually
because we don't want rapists to be monsters, because then that's scary and
But he's a serial
they have
rapist.
power.
he's a
That's
serial
taken
rapist.
away from those
He did
rapists.
the same thing about school shooters.
yeah, like Tyler Down.
He didn't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Condone
agree
at
and
all.
condone with school shooting.
None at all. None at all.
But
In
if
that
Tyler
situation-
told Clay that he got, and I'm quoting Brian here, harpooned in the bathroom
He did.
by Monty,
He did. He
He's
did.
allowed to shoot Monty.
yeah, he's allowed to
On
light
spot.
Monty up.
On
Literally
spot.
light his ass up.
That's
If you don't think so, you're crazy.
that's a whole different
You got harpooned in the bathroom. I thought it was going to be a swirly. That's how
We all thought it
innocent
was
my
gonna be a
mind is.
swirly.
I thought it was going to be a
It
swirly.
just went dark.
And he just dropped his drawers and
I thought he was about to do it. I was like, okay, Monty, taking steps into your own hands. No.
he's also gay.
Dun,
That's
dun,
Here's-
why he harpooned
Here's a
him.
list of just a handful of players with domestic violence and rape allegations against them.
This is gonna be long.
Now
In-
is that
in
is that
sports.
is that
All
just in
sports?
sports or in the
in
NFL?
sports.
Just in sport.
So
Okay.
it has it in categories. So,
Okay, so who's-
MLB,
Uh,
Alradis Chapman.
oh yeah, he beat the shit out that girl like 2
His
years
punishment
ago.
was suspended for 30 games. The legal result was charges were dropped because of a lack of evidence. So
The
the
missile.
court didn't even, the case didn't even go through.
I remember
and he
that.
Still
Well,
got
a lot of times the league suspend them before their case even
Like,
begins.
just
Yeah,
to-
they just to show
it saves
fight.
their ass. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
PR.
They're like, oh, yeah.
Jose Reyes
I remember that. He didn't
Yeah.
suspended
play.
for 51 games.
Yeah, I was like,
that was
he
on the
didn't-
Mets, right?
Yeah, I was like, because he didn't play for a cool minute after that.
Charges were dropped when wife didn't cooperate with the prosecutors.
Chase a bag. Don't worry what I'm doing.
Hector Oliveira
Next.
suspended for 82 games, and he
Jesus.
I was like, that's the dude from the Phillies, right? Or he was on the Phillies?
yeah
Okay.
from the Braves
Oh,
at the
Braves.
time.
Okay.
Found guilty, sentenced to 90 days in jail with 80 suspended.
Damn.
So he spent 12 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Harrius Familia
I remember him. Yeah.
suspended 15 games. Charges dismissed for lack of evidence. Roberto Osuna,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jose Torres, Stephen Wright, and Derek Norris.
Derek Norris, really? Okay.
All right,
random.
and then I would do NHL, but I don't think any of us will know that unless anybody's an NHL fan.
I
Only know
don't
the
care.
keys. Only the keys.
NFL,
The way too
Alden
many.
Smith.
Yep, I remember
Yeah.
Alden Smith. He's not even in the league no more because of
Hell,
that
He's
shit.
on the
man,
Redskins.
out the league.
He's on the Redskins.
He is?
Yeah.
No way.
Huh?
I don't want to believe that.
Yeah, he's on the Redskins because he got dropped by the
The
Raiders
Raiders.
and he got picked up by the Redskins immediately, and everyone's hot.
Him and Von Miller were supposed to be like the D linebackers of the future.
Well, one stepped up. One stepped up.
Well, Alden Smith
outside.
was good. He just started beating women.
Yeah.
Is he on the Redskins?
Alden Smith was arguably better than Von Miller.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just started beating women.
Yeah, stupid. Keep your hands to yourself, fellas.
Next one, Reuben Foster.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
I
That's
remember
another
that
one of your
too
guys.
much. I remember both of them are one of
Yeah,
our
both
guys.
of them. That's probably that
Roy
San Fran
Miller.
leather. Roy Miller?
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
who
who
that
that
is.
is.
Michael Bowie. Tremaine Brock, 49er.
Yeah, I know
Junior
those.
Gillette,
Yep.
suspended 2 games.
Yep.
Will Parks.
Will Parks? Nah, they didn't get the homie.
Charges were dropped. NFL punishment, none, but accused of harassing and non-physical domestic violence against former girlfriend in March 2017.
Not the
Non-physical.
homie.
Ethan Westbrook. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Monte Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got bounced.
Johnny Manziel.
Yep.
Alleged.
Justin Cox.
Feel like
Ray
this list-
McDonald.
I feel like this list is gonna go on
Is
forever.
that
Josh
another
Brown.
Niner?
Rodney, Bruce Miller, which is a 49er.
Jesus.
Josh McNary. Jonathan Dwyer.
I remember
Adrian
Jonathan Dwyer.
Peterson.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's for his
Or-
kid though.
Yeah. Quincy Enunwa, which was crazy because I had him on my fantasy team and I was like, this guy's nice.
He was
And
nice
then
with the Jets, bro. Snagging.
case dismissed after woman decided not to pursue, suspended for 4 games. Greg Hardy. And then Ray Rice.
So it sounds like the 49ers are the problem.
Yeah, we got a problem.
Yeah.
It's that
We got some
It's
heck.
that coaching staff. You guys don't.
But admittedly, this is a limited list. This is just notable.
the notable.
That's
player.
fine. Notably, the 49ers have a problem with domestic
Yeah.
violence.
It's all your fault,
So
Ray.
NBA, Jabari Bird,
Oh God. Okay.
Darren Collison,
I
Rancho.
remember that, yeah.
Okay.
Willie Reed,
Willie.
Dante Cunningham,
I remember that one.
Dante Cunningham. Okay.
James Johnson,
I would figure he would beat women.
Yeah.
He's kind of crazy.
Greg Oden,
Really? Okay.
pleaded guilty to battery with moderate bodily injury in 2015 and was put on probation and ordered to undergo counseling.
I've never heard of that
Do you
one.
want me to help her?
To what? Shoot. I'll help her.
I-
You guys get the podcast going.
That's
I'm like-
insane.
I've never knew.
So at the end of the day,
the
the
49ers
49ers
are.
beat the most women. They beat more women than they win games in a season.
It's all your fault, Raymond. This is your doing. But since we are on the NFL,
Let's talk the greatest
Let's
thing
talk-
about the NFL. Fantasy football. I want to congratulate Junior on winning his Breaking the Ice League.
he's about to win. He's about to be back to back.
I don't think so.
I think he'll go 16-0 this year. Hopefully. I think
on.
you got it in you.
I'm about to look for the squad.
We have a baby sighting. Yay.
He doesn't cry like him.
He doesn't cry like him. It's
He
beautiful.
doesn't. I've never heard him cry.
But fantasy football starting up. The NFL regular season starting next week. We got college football starting today, technically, week 1, even though week 0 was last week. A lot of interesting stuff is going to be happening. Do we have any bold predictions of who you guys want to draft first this year in fantasy foosball?
Alvin Kamara.
Biased.
I already did it. How's that biased?
Alvin Kamara.
You're drafting Alvin Kamara first
Yes.
Alvin
And
Kamara.
if Alvin
too? Well,
Kamara's,
what
if-
pick are you
if-
getting?
if I'm a
If
top
I'm
three
number
pick,
one-
if I'm a top 3 pick, it's either Kamara or McCaffrey. That's it. I'm not taking Saquon.
I'm taking Saquon.
No.
I'll take Saquon. I'll
Bro, I'm
Be-
telling you.
Who I am, I'm down with the risky pick. And Saquon's young,
very young.
no injuries.
You're right.
and-
No injuries. But every defense is putting 9 in the box on him.
Well, yeah, because they don't really have anyone else.
Exactly
to
my
toss to.
point. So he's
Watch
not going to have
Daniel
numbers
Jones
like
is
that.
going to surprise a lot of
I
people.
don't give a fuck about Daniel Jones.
Factuals.
That is Eli Manning's team.
Is Daniel Jones just going to be a
don't give a fuck
starter?
about
Watch.
Daniel
Give it
Jones.
2
Basically,
weeks.
Basically, just
2
Eli
weeks.
Manning 2.0
The
that can
point
actually kind of run for a sec.
the point is, if you don't have a receiver threat, you can put 9 in the box consistently. Who do you think? Shepard's out there going to no.
Shepard's hurt.
Exactly.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram's our only target right now. 'Cause
And
Shepard's
you
hurt,
got to
Golden-
respect that. He's a speed demon.
You got to respect that, but he also lines up in the box. He's not lined up on the outside like he's not Jimmy Graham 2.0.
He can
Their
line up
offense,
on-
but their offense isn't scheme like that.
True.
So even if you have to respect him, you're still putting 9 in the box.
I'll take
And Kamara returns kicks and punts. That's extra points.
Okay, but then he has a higher chance of getting
Well, that's
hurt.
extra points in certain leagues. Not every league
Yeah,
is
not
set up
every-
that way.
They should do. Don't they just count as yards? Because
No.
if he scores a tub,
No, it
you
doesn't
get the
count as
point
yards.
for it.
If he scores a touchdown,
It
it's
de-
6
it de-
automatically.
Yeah.
Like in our league, I had to set that up so that way every 15 or 20 yards that a person would get on like a kick return or whatever, a punt return, that would be fucking
2 point.
I want
yeah,
all
like
my
a point,
points.
a single
I
point.
want all the points.
Because I mean, you can easily just get one nice little run and it get 60, 70 yards because it was just a crazy little break off. Someone once you miss one tackle, that's the golden rule on special teams. If you make them miss one tackle, you're more than likely going to get a huge gain or a touchdown. If you make them miss one, you just got to make one man miss. Everybody else is in position around. But if you make that one man miss, you got yourself a hole. That's it.
And
I'm still taking Camaro 1.
And I was like, you get special team points.
Yeah, if they run. If you have a defense special team. Well, no. Because if you play in a league where it's defense special teams, you get the special teams of the defense you pick.
Yeah. Which would be Alvin. Oh, no.
No, because
never mind.
Kamara's a player.
That's
Be
true.
the Saints.
You'd have to get the Saints
Ugh.
defense, which I
Liability.
wouldn't really trust
Liability.
right now. Nah. They're better, but they're not.
Top.
I wouldn't pick them.
Who would you draft first? Brookdale? If you had the first overall pick. Quarterbacks are included.
A woman.
Well, hold on. Anyone who drafts a quarterback as the first overall
losing.
pick can leave right
You're
now.
losing.
Can just go.
Even Patrick Mahomes is not
Yes.
is not a
He
first
is
round pick.
not-
not
definitely
worth a
not no
first round
first pick.
pick.
I'm not picking no quarterback.
You catch him
number
in the
one.
second round, I'm looking at you side-eyed. You catch him in
Second
the
round?
third? Yeah.
No.
Second-
my
second-
first 2 picks were running backs.
Oh, obviously. Running back, receiver, if necessary.
It depends the receiver.
Yeah, if it's like
I've been
Julio or if
very
it's like the top
wide
3.
receiver
Bro,
happy.
in my league with Jalen, someone picked D Hop first
Well,
round.
Yeah,
That's-
what do you mean? I'd take
mean,
him first
that's-
top
Over a
3.
running back?
I'm talking
Okay,
top
it
3, top
depends-
5.
Le'Veon Bell was still out there.
Is
though.
it a PPR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking him top
Yeah,
3.
I was like, I'll
Easily. I'm not even picking first pick, maybe.
Shit.
If I'm gutsy.
If you're feeling
If
good,
I'm
you
feeling-
gotta-
if I'm feeling
you gotta be
crazy.
confident on the team that
A
you're
little
gonna
bit crazy.
build around and how stupid everybody else is around you.
Yeah, you got to believe everyone else around you is an idiot.
See, for my team, I had Julio Jones in the first round, but I picked number 9.
Late. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes
Out
sense.
of
And
what,
that-
14?
I felt great. Yeah,
Out
out
of
of
14?
14. I felt
Okay.
amazing. I was so happy.
Yeah, see, I had the second pick.
I have Julio Jones, and then in the second round, Adam Thielen.
Okay, so
Okay.
you had a strong receiver core. It depends where you want to get your points from.
Yeah.
Because
like,
in my draft, I had Alvin Kamara, my first round pick, Dalvin Cook, my second round pick, and I think my third round pick was Keenan Allen, and then I picked up Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. So I'm getting all my points from
Just know,
the back.
I love Josh Jacobs. I think he's honestly
John
gonna be-
Gruden loves
he's
him
gonna be
too.
Crazy. He's gonna be crazy in this league.
Yeah, I
Watch.
was like,
And if Antonio Brown doesn't come back,
he's back.
I don't know.
He's back. He just needs that helmet agreement, which he's not gonna get.
Then I don't think he's really back. He can't really play without it.
Yeah, I mean, you can play with the helmet.
Without a helmet?
I mean, you can't, but it's not frowned upon. You're a man.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the 4th pick this year in one of my other leagues, so I'm kind of like,
Well, it's easy. It's either Saquon, Kamara, McCaffrey.
I'm gonna try to go McCaffrey. But I feel like someone's gonna nab him.
You can always go Julio,
I always could go Julio.
D Hop.
But I want a running back oriented team.
Yeah, I have a lot of running
Right?
backs.
Strength and numbers. That's what
Who's
we
your
need.
quarterback?
Do I have if I have a choice in it?
Yeah.
Well, obviously my quarterback's coming either late
Be
third,
like,
fourth
yeah,
round.
like fourth.
If I could choose a quarterback, shit, that's hard. That's tough.
I went QB in the
God, that's tough.
fucking
Andrew Luck.
in the 9th round.
At least you know what you're getting out of Andrew Luck.
Nothing.
You drafted a quarterback in the 9th round.
Yep.
I understand.
In our league, I don't even draft a quarterback.
Quarterback's
In the
fine.
league where it's just 12 of us, I don't draft a quarterback or a defense.
You just pick him up.
Well,
on
we
the
don't
waiver
even
ware.
play with defense.
We don't play.
No,
with
yeah, we
yeah,
do.
we play.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I would say. Yeah, I play. I
You do
stream.
that.
I'm
You
a
do that
streamer.
when you just picked him up week to week.
Yeah.
I look at whoever's playing the Browns.
At that
Not
time.
anymore.
Well,
Yeah, not
Definitely
anymore.
not anymore.
Actually,
The Bucks. Whoever's playing the Bucks,
I picked
That's my fucking team, bro.
I
That's
picked
my
the
defense.
Browns defense this year in Jalen's league.
It's not bad.
So
That's okay.
wait, what did I take?
They look good. I mean, they shitted on the Bucks during the fucking preseason, so.
That's it's all this Bucks hate. We don't like the Bucks.
I took Lamar Jackson as my quarterback.
That's a safe bet.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. So
If he can stay on the field for
put
more
my
than
money
5
on my
games.
boy. Put my money on my boy. That's
put
it.
money on your boy. Put money on the knees.
Putting $200 on my boy. That's
My
boy.
receivers are low key kind of weak.
One time I invested my cards into the defense. I jumped to the Bears, and then right after giving that to the Bears,
Wow.
I fucking
I know you're up.
No, didn't you drop them? Someone dropped the Bears defense.
right back up.
No, because I had them all last year. I rode them. I think you dropped them. You were in the league last year with Papa and everyone.
No, I'm talking about the other league. The other league, in that league with y'all, I was picking up a defense every week.
Yeah, I got
I'm
I
a
can see
defense
that.
streamer.
I got the Bears. I got the Bears as soon as they got Mac,
Defensive
and I was like,
streaming.
I'm just gonna keep him.
Defense is very streaky.
Defensive streaming and quarterback streaming is like I
week-to-week
love the
basis.
idea. It's so fun,
It's
man.
not bad.
Keeps you active in the league. It gives you a lot more like value in your in the initial draft, and then in the waivers. Like, it's just you got a lot of value. It can suck sometimes when you pick up Bum McBummerson and he fucking throws 4 picks and
Pick
you're
up
like,
Matt
oh,
McGloin.
thanks. But you got. I mean that.
Fitzmagic.
I was doing defensive streaming and I picked up Nick Foles when he had that 5 touchdown or 4 touchdown game.
Yeah,
Big pull. Full
You know,
force.
like fucking.
I can defensive stream. I usually do that. I would kind of look who they're playing on offense and go from there. I mean, at this point, whoever's going up against the Cardinals, the Bills, and the Dolphins, you should have a good defensive week.
Yeah.
So just look for that.
'Cause
Or
Josh
just get the
Allen,
Bears.
Josh Rosen is a liability.
And Kyler Murray.
Well, we don't know about Kyler yet.
I have Kyler Murray on my team. I'm so disgusted.
Kyler Murray's hard.
It
So
auto drafted.
Isaiah got 2nd place last year. And
All
this,
because I didn't start CJ Anderson.
this is the team that he
That was
had,
Kevin.
and he was heavy Rams. I would think.
I was
What,
heavy
what
Rams.
week was it? That so 10.
It was week 15, I think, when Todd Gurley went down. But then
You're
I picked up
heavy
CJ
Rams.
Anderson.
And you didn't start him?
So
Not in my championship league.
his starting team was Drew Brees,
Okay.
Peyton Barber, John Kelly,
John Kelly.
Robert Woods, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelsey, Derrick Henry. On the bench, C.J. Anderson, Justin Davis, Todd Gurley, so that's 3 Rams, Traquan Smith, Demarius Thomas, and then kicker Stephen Gostkowski, who is basically another wide receiver as far as points are concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then defense, he played the Chicago Bears defense and had Minnesota Vikings on the bench. I respect
That was literally the only week I
don't-
fucked
no,
up.
I do CBS and NFL.
If I do, I haven't used Yahoo and T minus. NFL. Well, no, CBS, ESPN.
I use NFL and ESPN.
Yeah.
I like NFL more now, ever since they did the update. No, that was literally the only week I fucked up in that season was the championship week.
So you
'Cause
choked,
I
you
knew-
choked in the Super Bowl.
The thing is, I knew Gurley wasn't
Just
going
like
to
the
play.
Rams. Just like the Rams.
I knew Gurley wasn't going to play, but I didn't think they were going to give the ball to Anderson like that. I
Right.
thought they were going to start passing the ball more because
Yeah, what
you
do
don't have
mean?
Todd Gurley.
It's a running back.
Todd Gurley was the
yeah,
reason
but if
they
it's
were
passing downs, then it's
Yeah,
going to
it's
be
a
to
running
CJ.
back. Obviously, you messed up.
good. I did.
Know your personnel.
I don't know.
Hello. We play to win the game.
You know what?
I'm coming back this year.
Let me see what you lost to. So he lost to Kevin,
I lost to Kevin.
and he lost to Dak Prescott, Damian Williams, which was who was going off.
Yeah, he was going off at that time.
Joe Mixon,
Joe.
Who was
T.Y.
good.
Hilton, R.I.P. his career, DeAndre Hopkins,
Here's Jacoby.
Jared Cook, and Jamal Williams. And then Brett Maher and Tennessee Titans defense.
How many points did I lose by?
25.
It doesn't say right here.
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Because I know if I would have started.
You outscored him season-wise, though.
Oh, I
by like
outscored, I
300.
outscored everyone season wise.
And you lost.
Because
I got 4th place. Just know that shit.
Coming.
I got second.
Fuck it.
Sucks.
So you're the first loser.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'm the third loser. I'm the
There you
third
go.
loser. That's the fucked up part.
And we all love first losers.
Junior, who's on the team you drafted this year to try and keep this beautiful trophy
So
in
to
your house?
keep that trophy in my $200 every week payout league, I
Breaking
drafted,
the
and
ice.
I'll tell you guys by round so it's in context. To give you guys a preamble for all those listening, 14 rounds. Or I'm sorry, way more than 14 rounds. 14 team, 16 rounds,
Good lord.
Oh,
PPR,
I know y'all are sitting there
For
for
big
a
money.
minute.
and side pots pretty much every other week, depending on if the guy wants to actually put some money in. In the first round, with the 9th pick, and it's a snake draft format. If you do not know what a snake draft is, that means that it starts with the regular 1 through 10, then goes to 10 to 1.
And the
then
draft is
back
in
and
for
forth,
the
back and
16
forth.
and O's. A first round pick.
Julio Jones, wide receiver, ATL. Second round, Adam Thielen, wide receiver, Minnesota. Third round,
Bust.
Melvin Gordon, Los Angeles Chargers.
Are
running
you
back.
even sure he's gonna play?
I am dead
Getting
sure
him
he's
in
gonna
the
play.
third round, if he does play,
If he does play, that's a steal. Yeah,
golden.
that's a steal.
golden.
I was
I
low-key
couldn't-
looking into that.
In a league this deep,
Yeah.
You couldn't pass
I
up.
want to take that gamble.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a gamble I feel safe in taking. Plus, I get some value right here that you get to see.
Trade bait.
Derrick Henry in the 4th round.
Okay.
Nice. It's
I
a
don't know
good
if
pick.
Derrick
That
Henry gonna
feels
do the
good there.
same, though.
That feels good to me. I like it. 5th round, Mark Ingram. Running
like
back.
that,
That's
too.
a starter
Yeah.
on Baltimore, which is going to be a fun offense to watch.
This is gonna be a run-heavy offense too.
And then
Like
I
normal
bolstered with a
Baltimore.
3rd running back of Matt Breida, San Francisco 49ers.
Could have saw that coming.
RB1 now. RB1 because Jerick McKinnon got hurt.
Show is.
So that's a starting running back
We had to
on
say
a
that.
very high-powered offense
High power.
in the league. High-powered offense. We were top 10 in the offense in the league last year. And that's with bums. That's with 2nd and 3rd string. Look it up.
4th string.
4th string running
It's
back.
just 'cause you
Or
got
fucking
Kittle.
4th string running backs, 3rd string quarterback.
They had Nick Mullins 1 week.
Nick Mullins fan club.
1 week.
George Kittle set a yard record for tight ends in NFL history
He did.
with Nick Mullins as his quarterback.
And Berthard.
CJ Beathard.
Whatever. Who cares? It's trash
And then
anyway.
and then I went another running back. I went oh no. I went TJ Hawkinson. Tight end, Detroit. I got a lot of love for the guy. I think he's gonna be the next big thing. George Kittle was taken in like the 3rd round, so there was no chance.
Figured.
As far as tight ends go, it's honestly always hit or miss. You know, if there's any advice I can give to anyone in
Travis
fantasy,
Kelsey or die.
if it's not Travis Kelsey, Zach Ertz, or George Kittle now, it used to be Rob Gronkowski,
Yeah.
then it's not really.
Also depends on the offense though.
Yeah.
Look out
But
for
see,
Eric
you can
Ebron.
stream tight ends too.
But-
Eric Ebron,
Ebron.
he's a touchdown guy.
He's a-
I think Jared Cook's gonna have a good season because
Oh,
Drew
yeah,
Drew
well,
Brees
yeah.
loves hitting his tight end, so he'll get you at least 10.
So yeah, you can stream him week to week.
No.
And then I went to Marvin Jones,
It's not
wide
bad.
receiver, Detroit.
It's not bad. I mean,
Jimmy
Stafford's gonna get
G,
his- Stafford's gonna get his
quarterback,
yards.
San Francisco,
That was your
You really made Jimmy G a
first-
Star.
quarterback.
starting. Okay.
star.
Okay.
Round 9, mind you, in a 14-team league.
You
Round
should have went
9.
round 13.
N'Keal Harry, round 10.
Oh, you're
That
trusting,
was-
you're trusting the prospect.
There wasn't a lot there to give you guys.
He's not their number one now.
It's round 10 in a fourth, so like the first pick here was Jalen Samuels, Peyton Barber, Mason Crosby, Deshaun Jackson, Mohamed Sanu,
like we're doing kickers.
and then I chose N'Keal Harry, and then it was Michael Gallup.
Michael
Delaney
Gallup's
Gallup.
gonna have a season.
Nah.
He's gonna have a season.
N'Keal
I know Dak
Harry is
Prescott
gonna-
can't throw, but he can run.
N'Keal Harry is going to be used a lot more than Michael Gallup. If he's healthy, N'Keal Harry, Bill Belichick will use this man to the fullest ability.
He is because he's huge. But then you got Josh Gordon back. So
Yes.
And then round 11, Tyler Eifert, backup tight end.
You
Okay.
just got to get him off the injury.
Carlos Hyde, just more depth. That's all I could find. Is real thin.
What team is Carlos Hyde on?
He's
now?
on the Kansas City Chiefs right now, but he's a bubble right now. He's a bubble.
I was like, he
It's
was
getting
down to-
thin. Robbie
14 man league. Like, what else is left?
round 13.
Scraping.
Round 13 is rough to look at. Nelson Aguilar, Kirk Cousins, Josh Allen, Darren Waller, Adam Humphries,
Oof.
Chris Herndon, Giorgio Tavecchio,
Tavecchio.
Nicole Hardman, which actually is not that bad of a pick.
Hey, I hope you know your second best receiver on your team is a 13th round pick, nerd. Y'all suck.
It'll be better than y'all this year.
Anyways,
And then ends it with Mike Gesky, DJ Chark, Josh Rosen, and that's my last pick.
you
Not
pick-
that bad.
you
It
pick
it
Rosen?
thin, yeah, it
Oh.
thins. That's the last pick of the last round.
I'd rather draft Johnny Manziel.
Alright,
Dude,
Andrew
Josh
Luck.
Rosen
Did
has
anyone
a,
draft
has a
Andrew
chance.
Luck?
No, no one's
Oh, this
retired.
is that. Okay, so it's,
Everyone there has got their sheets, has got money invested into this. Everyone's kind of
I'm
attentive.
still
People are
drafting.
dumb. People are still dumb.
I'm still
but-
drafting Andrew Luck before I'm drafting Josh Rosen. 'Cause at least I know every
Like-
week by week, Andrew Luck's gonna give me 0 points.
Tell me if any of these are justified. I'll just tell the first round, and then tell me if you guys think these are all justified in their spots.
okay.
Okay.
And we'll make it a little fun. Let's have you guys try to guess what is a PPR. You guys know all the things, whatnot. Guess which pick. All right. So first round, first pick. What do you guys think? Who do you think is picked right now?
The first pick,
Yeah. Who?
McCaffrey.
I'll say Saquon.
Alvin Kamara. Second pick.
I can't argue that.
Second pick, okay, then it's definitely Saquon.
McCaffrey. I think McCaffrey. I don't think people are really sold on
I say
Saquon.
McCaffrey's going. I say McCaffrey goes fourth, third or fourth.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay, I see. I knew Saquon was second.
Third pick.
That's what I thought.
DeAndre Hopkins. Only because I'm tired of saying McCaffrey at this point.
I said McCaffrey's either 3 or 4, so I'm gonna go with McCaffrey.
Hopkins is the best receiver in the league, so
He is.
no.
Julio went
Hopkins.
ninth.
Ninth. Christian McCaffrey.
Okay, see, I told you 3 or 4.
The ones I'm on a
I
fucking
told you.
bullshit.
So far 2 for 3. All right.
Number 4.
Number 4, D Hop.
I think someone's gonna take Zeke just to be a jackass. You can't let Zeke fall that far.
Devontae Adams.
What?
Whoa.
What?
That's not bad.
For the first receiver
You know,
being
he's
picked
top
up?
5 projected.
I know that,
But before
The-
DeAndre
before
Hopkins,
and Julio?
yeah, it's
awesome.
pretty bad. But
Bro's not even top 5 in the league.
I was blessed to Julio
Bro's
for
not
sure.
even top 5 in the league.
That's what I'm saying. I was hyped when I got Julio.
Antonio Brown is still better than him, bad feet and all.
yeah.
Yes.
Michael Thomas is better than
Michael Thomas is better
Devontae
than him.
Adams.
He's not
So wait. So number 5.
Odell's better than him.
Michael Thomas. Since we're being off the fucking rockers.
Jesus. Yeah, I was like, is this like? I feel like now I'm like way out there.
The
now.
first 3 were understandable.
First three were,
I was,
were,
yeah, the
were
first 3
relatable.
are understandable.
It's just gotten a little shaky at that number 4.
DeAndre Hopkins.
hopefully the next D Hop.
No.
If they're smart, I'll say D Hop.
No. It's Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. I say Michael Thomas went like late first round. if
No.
anything.
DeAndre Hopkins.
See? Hello.
Not bad.
I told you. See?
All right, number 6.
Number s- It was D Hop.
D Hop.
So number 6,
Patrick Mahomes.
I'll say Zeke.
Patrick Mahomes. Everyone
Zeke.
knows Zeke's not coming
Zeke.
back.
I was like,
Who's
I
Zeke?
figured it would be Zeke at this point. You can't let him keep dropping.
I really wanted him to drop a whole round.
That'd be tight. I was snagging him too.
Number 7.
Number 7,
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
Okay.
Number
something.
8.
Now people have brains.
Number 8.
Patrick Mahomes.
No one's drafting a quarterback. I hope.
Patrick Mahomes.
No quarterback for sure.
Damn it.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, I really hope. to
Oh,
God-
Le'Veon Bell.
What? No.
Yeah,
I would do it.
I would
That's
do
a
it.
top
I would
10.
take Le'Veon.
Bro,
Top
the
10
Jets,
easy.
bro. Come on, he ain't got nothing else. And he's throwing out. And I get.
No, they have Quincy Enunwa. They have
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson.
That's
they have
true.
some threats.
I know,
yeah.
but he's gonna be more of a.
Yeah,
He's
he's
going to be the
receiver-
focal point.
He's gonna
of
be
the-
more of a receiver target than them to me.
Quarterback?
So number
Sam
8.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Was it
Le'Veon.
Le'Veon?
Le'Veon.
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 I'll just go lay down to there.
David Johnson.
David Johnson, really? Okay.
Johnson has been in.
Let's not forget
Yeah, the
he
one from
was the
Arizona.
number 1
He was the
a
number
year
1.
ago.
He was
He
my
was
pick
the
last year.
number
And he
one.
fucked me.
I'm telling you, dude.
Fucked me. I can see that though. I heard he's gonna be destined for a good year if he stays healthy.
Number
I think that's
9,
everyone.
Julio Jones.
That's everyone though. Number
To
10
a-
has to
a
better be
real
Le'Veon.
athlete. Number 10,
Better be
Has
Le'Veon.
to be Le'Veon.
It's either Le'Veon or Odell at this point.
Le'Veon Bell. Your
Okay.
Jets.
So you
Num-
took
yeah.
Julio.
Number-
you
number
took,
11,
You took Julio over Le'Veon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
In a PPR?
I would.
Easy. Easy, man. Easy,
He
man.
bro's definitely gonna get. He's at least gonna get 7 receptions a game. At
And
least.
then number 11, this is my father's pick.
Ooh, I feel like he's
Navarro Bowman.
He wasn't even a Niners
Marquise
fan up until a
Goodwin.
year ago.
It's definitely Marquise Goodwin.
He wasn't even a Niners fan up until a
Ronnie
year ago.
Lott.
Nah.
Although, yeah, I'd pick him. I'd pick him first round, first pick every single time. I don't give a damn. That's the guy.
Your dad.
Uh,
I feel like Odell's too flashy for your dad. I feel like your dad wants someone consistent.
he is consistent.
Baker Mayfield.
Jeez, no quarterbacks first round.
No quarterbacks first round.
Damn. Now I'm really trying to like think.
Tyreek yet?
Nobody said
No.
that.
No one said Tyreek.
I'll say Tyreek.
I'll go with Odell. I think your dad would pick Odell. So fuck it, take the chance.
Can't even think of anyone.
Tyreek though, that's a good one. I say like 13. Tyreek got picked 13.
I don't know.
Eh. James Conner, running back, Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
But I'm not picking him first round, like he.
I am.
You're James
But
Carter.
If I'm at the back
If
end
it
like
does
that,
help, in the second round, he ended up scooping up Odell.
Okay, so he did end it. Okay.
And then, so the last
So
three
Odell's a
for the
second-round
first
talent
round
now.
is Juju Smith, Tyreek, and then Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb
Wait,
only
so
has
what's a-
value for 4 weeks though.
But Nick Chubb's the
But
number
Nick Chubb
one for
is
8
on a
weeks.
new fun offense.
Yeah, he's the
Wait,
number.
I thought
8.
Hunt was coming back after week 4.
No sir.
Oh, it's 8 weeks?
Mhm.
Oh, then never mind.
That's what I was saying. I was like, that's not a bad.
I thought it was 4 weeks.
I'm snagging him off the waiver wire if no one grabs him later on.
Kareem?
Yeah, I'm snagging him like week 3.
Honestly, like
I
part-
low key thought about drafting him and just having him sit there.
Well, he picked Rosen as his pick. I would just pick up Kareem Hunt.
Exactly.
George Kittle got picked in the second round. And that's just a note.
I
But
understand. I
what
would pick-
scares me is I went Adam Thielen. The next pick was Antonio Brown, and the next pick was Keenan Allen.
Hey, buddy.
So these are all second round talents.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
And honestly,
That's not bad.
I could end up regretting my decision. Antonio Brown, passing up on Antonio Brown.
Yeah, that was. I mean, my thing
That's
with
hard.
my
He's
thing
their
with
number-
AB
Julio and Antonio?
No, but, hey, buddy.
I picked Adam Thielen.
But Adam Thielen will get
I'm
you
a-
catches.
Oh,
I'm
you
a
pick
big
Adam
fan.
Thielen Over AB?
I'm a big fan of Adam Thielen.
But see,
I'm a
but
big
look.
fan
The
of
thing is, the
I
thing
think he's
is,
a bet.
Thielen's
better-
gonna get you the catches. AB, my thing is this.
AB gonna get you the
I
catches too.
don't think
Is he gonna play?
AB will produce the same way he did in Pittsburgh because he has a completely different quarterback who's way worse than Ben. Like Ben would shove the ball to AB to make sure he got his
Name
catches.
their second wide receiver right now.
For the Raiders, Tyrell Williams.
You only know that because you play with him.
Yeah.
No, I know
Name
that.
the third.
No,
and
I
and
know
either
that.
way, he's a non-threat.
I know that because he was
He's-
a Charger and he
he's
went
a
to
good
the
slot wide
rival
receiver,
fucking
that's
team.
it.
That's why I know. Huh?
He's a good slot wide receiver. That's it.
He's a speed back.
But that's the thing.
And he got over 12,000. Well, 1,200, my bad.
But
1,200. 12,000.
He had
His
1,200
quarterback,
Yeah, well,
That's
not
impressive
last
if he
year,
really
but the year
did.
before.
Oh, okay.
his quarterback isn't Ben. The offense isn't the way Ben literally
It's John Gruden's offense.
shoves
John Gru-
the
but
ball
John Gru-
to his number one receiver.
You act like
he
John
did
Gruden
it
can't
with
Horse feet.
John Gruden doesn't do that. John Gruden's favorite player on the offense right now is Josh Jacobs.
That's why I'm picking
I
up
understand.
AB because I know I'll be able to pick up a Blake because everyone for some reason has the same sentiment. Who might
I'm picking up AB if he's on. If he's on
Because
the
look,
wire.
Like, if he
Ben's
falls to me,
literally
sure,
done
but
this.
I'm taking Adam over it. I'm taking
Ben's
Adam.
literally done
Because
this
he's a
his
first round
entire
pick.
career. He shoved Hines Ward the ball every single time.
Okay.
He shoved Santonio Holmes the ball every single time. He
Santonio.
shoved AB the ball every single time.
And now he's
The
gonna
only
shove
time
Juju the ball.
exactly, and he's gonna show. That's why all these players look great because they got the ball shoved at them.
Oh, so you're saying Antonio Brown's not gonna be great?
I don't think he's gonna have the same season everyone's expecting because his quarterback is far less.
This sounds like you're saying that he ain't a top tier wide receiver.
He's a top tier wide receiver,
He's
but
top
what do you
5 for
need?
sure.
What do you need in order to be a elite receiver? A
Someone
quarterback
throw
to
you
throw
the
you the ball.
No, you just run across the field and grab it out of his hand.
Like there are special talents like D Hop who've fumbled quarterbacks, but yet still somehow caught the ball. But I don't think AB not as big as D Hop.
AB is just like, okay, you're over here downplaying this man.
I'm not
like he's some,
downplaying
like,
him, but
horrible-
you act like Derek Carr is going to shove him the ball.
I know he's not, because Derek Carr sucks.
Times
Exactly, and that's what helped
Antonio
D-Hop.
Brown last year was targeted 169 times, and that's without playing a full week. And he's the second most targeted wide receiver.
The first was
most-
probably Michael Thomas.
Julio Jones.
Exactly.
Michael Thomas
Michael Thomas,
actually
what,
doesn't even
fifth or
come up
sixth?
until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And
That's insane because that was
In
literally the
targets.
only receiver we had last
and
year.
the crazy part is, in a pass-heavy offense, but the crazy part is he's a whole 23 targets away from Julio Jones being the top
Yeah.
targeted man. That's like 2 games worth.
That is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, and
But
AB
that- but-
caught like 140 something?
169 opposed to 170, which was Julio Jones. So that's he
One.
should have been targeted. Even he would have been the most targeted
would've,
wide
yeah,
receiver
he
in
would've
the
played.
league,
He would have played that week.
which would go to support the fact that he is force-fed the ball
He
more
is.
than anybody.
We all knew that, though. He's been force-fed the ball. Oh,
Let me see the baby.
God, look at you.
That savage.
Cutie.
If you look at him, say savage, and then stick your tongue out, he does it too.
Savage.
Savage.
Savage. That's right. You're a savage. Ain't that right? Yeah. We gotta blur out his eyes, dude. Blur face. Man.
But my point is, you're not gonna get the ball shoved at him like that.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
Okay, because you got those two outside receivers. Unless I don't know how they're gonna use Hunter Renfro. He's a solid. He's
He's
solid.
solid.
Slot. He's basically Julian Edelman
Yeah.
or Danny Amendola. I'll say Danny Amendola.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying by like Ben
Yeah,
literally.
obviously he's not gonna get fed the same
Exactly.
amount
So
of
he's
touches.
not gonna put the same numbers up.
Okay, but I guarantee he's gonna get at least 130 targets.
About.
He's gonna get at least 130 targets.
Who?
I'm calling Antonio
AB?
Brown. At least 130 targets.
I would think that he would get that many, but name me a run heavy offense in the league with a good wide receiver or a great wide receiver.
A run heavy?
Run heavy offense with a great wide receiver.
I would say Doug Baldwin with Russell Wilson, but he retired.
But let's see.
I mean the Seahawks.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I would say the Seahawks.
Would you consider the?
Is that Roxy? That bitch.
Sorry, Roxy got a little
The
happy.
goddamn word.
I was trying
That's
to
probably
catch
the
it.
loudest thing in the world too.
Would you consider the Rams a run heavy offense or just a powerhouse offense?
Okay, but who's
Because Todd Gurley
That's a
was,
run heavy offense,
That's
but
right.
they
you're
don't
not
have a
saying Brandon
great wide
Cooks-
receiver.
They're not saying Brandon Cooks is like a
The,
dominant receiver, are
the
you?
point I'm trying to make is if we can find a run-heavy offense in the NFL with a great wide receiver, that could be comparable to what the Raiders will be, so we can look
That's what
at the
those
targets,
49ers
the amount of
stuff is.
targets. You know what I'm saying?
That's so cute.
That's nasty. That was some Chargers gear on that baby.
No, don't you? Jesus.
Ugh. How dare-
As long as it's not cowboy gear, we're
Oh, if
good.
it's cowboy gear, yeah, we gotta cut this off. We gotta cut this short. Are you a Cowboys fan? Oh God. Oh. Lord.
Okay, look, Brandon Cooks is a good receiver.
I would say the Cowboys. Honestly, I'll say the Cowboys is run heavy too.
Yeah,
I'll
Cowboys.
say Cowboys are run heavy.
And I would consider Amari Cooper a good
Okay.
receiver.
So then I'll go to Amari Cooper and see how many targets he had. Okay, he's in the top 20, about like 19 or something, and he's at 107. He's tied with 3 guys.
But then,
107 targets.
And then that's a run heavy offense.
So we could assume, just from last year, just kind of this is ballparking it, just kind of the idea of it. Antonio Brown could probably see
He's
about
gonna see about-
120, 115.
Yeah, 115, 120.
I'm saying 130.
I'm going to say 150, 120. Because John Gruden drafted his guy in Josh Jacobs. So
I need better-
John
better
Gruden wants to get the ball to him.
Execution. I need better execution out of you. Yes, you. I see you. Yeah. Yeah.
Put your tongue
back. Don't be talking shit or I'll beat your ass.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Look at you. But all I'm saying is, I will.
He not gonna be the same.
He,
Like he'll be the same like receiver and athlete, but he's not gonna get the ball like he usually does.
how many receiving yards did AB have last year? What, like 1,100?
He had
I'm saying 1,189.
1189, and we just did a segment on it too.
I'm saying I'll say 1,189.
But look, Juju is gonna have. I think numbers wise, Juju will have a better season because Ben is going to shove the ball to Juju.
I predict Juju will fumble under the pressure and then will default to
Like how
running
we
the
did
ball with
last
James
year?
Conner and doing what they used to do with
He
Heath
did do it
Miller
last
and
year.
just throwing to Old Faithful for conversions. And Juju will get like sub 1,000 yards by like 990.
I think
And
Juju
then,
really
like,
worked on holding
He'll
the
have
ball.
like 6-7 touchdowns. Antonio Brown had 1,297 yards last year
Damn it.
with 15 touchdowns though.
Saul's off by 100.
A lot of
a lot of
touchdowns.
tubs.
A lot of tubs.
909.
And most of that was just because of him.
731.
That was because of the rack.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
1-2.
That's
But
how he's gonna. That's how he's gonna
getting
get
the
all.
ball.
I know. And you act like Derek Carr's not gonna shove him the ball too.
I don't trust Derek Carr.
But Derek Carr can't do it the same way
Ben did.
that Ben does.
Because
you
Ben-
gotta, you gotta
Ben- there
remember,
were
they've been
routes
doing
where-
this for years.
Yeah, and Ben would just throw it.
Crisp. Without even seeing if he's going to complete the route, because he knows the route will be completed by Antonio. And he knows Antonio will be there in that spot. That's impossible to guard.
That
If you
is.
can have that connection, that's impossible to guard.
Well, shit. They ain't
I
got
do-
no connection because bros barely showed up to camp.
I do want to give a shout out to somebody on YouTube, Brett Coleman. If anybody wants to watch his breakdowns, check out Brett Coleman on YouTube. That's BRETTKOLLMAN. You'll find him. I'm
Coleman.
pretty sure. Yeah, Coleman.
Come on.
And he does the best breakdowns in all NFL experts. Like legitimately, he does the best breakdowns of anything. NFL,
And he's gonna break down how AB is gonna get less touches.
and he has a video on AB and Ben Roethlisberger's connection, and I think that was last year that he made that, and it is absolutely crisp.
Spot on.
yeah.
Crisp.
But think about it. AB is faster than most DBs, and
faster than a lot of people.
Ben can throw the ball down the field.
Because Ben is 6'4".
Exactly. Can
300.
Derek Carr throw the ball down the field like that?
I feel like Derek Carr could barely toss like 55 yards, honestly.
I don't think so. He's like Dak Prescott. He only throw like 11 yards.
Well, I mean, he's never really had like a receiver to like really throw to like that.
Dak?
No, well, him too.
Oh.
But
Derek?
Derek Carr,
Didn't he have Crabtree?
Yeah, and
Okay.
Crabtree was an amazing wide receiver,
No,
and
he's not.
he is a serious
Crabtree has
touchdown
never
guy.
been an amazing receiver in his life.
Always has been,
Niners,
always will be,
Raiders,
always has
Ravens,
been, always
Red
will be.
Raiders. He was getting
Red
Texas
Raiders.
Tech.
Okay.
Hello. I was about to say something racist, but what's up?
In a fantasy league, so since I just created one, should I put a max on the number of waiver ads a week?
No.
No.
What are you, Hitler?
Yeah.
Asshole.
Would you get off my ass? All right.
Let me
Sometimes
pick
I like to pick a
whoever
guy,
I
drop
want.
him, and do it like two or
Yeah.
three more times to make myself feel better. All right. Like,
Jesus, I gotta be for sure that I'm picking this guy.
What's
Alright.
up?
Can't believe you. How
You're
dare
fucking. I can't even believe you brought that idea out
right.
here. Like I feel
You're
offended.
on timeout.
Personally,
this
I feel
guy?
fucking
I'm
offended.
out. That's what you're on.
Because I'm a psychopath. I'll be there at 3 in the morning
Yeah.
going,
Just-
fuck. But is that the? You know what? I'm gonna leave it. No, I
No.
can't. I can't.
Literally, wake up from a cold sleep, bro. Just, I need him. And he's like,
I used to set my alarm at midnight when the thing
Oh.
reset.
When the waiver,
just so I
oh
could
man,
see
you
who's
wake
there.
up, you're like, I
Yeah.
got the
It's time.
quit pick of the crop,
and then
baby.
you'd be like looking at all the like the order and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm number 3. Hopefully nobody else.
I
fucking
hated it
looks
when
at
I was good because then I was always at the bottom and I needed a replacement. I'm like, you guys are
Exactly.
just trapping me to suck.
All right. My question is to you guys: what's the best feeling in fantasy football? Like for me, the best feeling in fantasy football, other than winning, and winning the championship and shit, but the best feeling in fantasy football is when you get that waiver wire ad and somebody says, "Man, who's that guy?" And you're like,
Oh yeah, and then
And
he
he
goes off.
blows
and then
up.
next week, smacks, and you're like, "Yeah, that's who that man is," and I knew it.
I think there's that, and then there's the comeback win.
Yep.
When like you only have like 1-2 players left, you're down
Yeah,
by
yeah.
like 20, and they're like, "Well, you're not
Oh,
gonna
I
come
need
back."
a
Talking hella
game
shit
from
too.
those
And then
guys.
you win by like half a point,
Oh,
a point.
And
Or
it feels
your
good when
kicker
it's
comes
not even
through.
like. It feels good when it's not even like like a Julio Jones, or like when it's like
It's like a low-key
somebody.
player.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
someone
like,
that isn't supposed to put up.
I
numbers
believed
like
in you,
I was
and
like,
you
mine,
did that shit.
mine is when you're like when you go in and you know the projections and like
that. Okay,
you're projected to lose by at least like 30, 40 points,
And you
and
come
you end
back.
up smacking them by 30, 40 points.
now
Man.
you know how NFL. I know all the apps do it, but like NFL.com or NFL Fantasy, they give you like the projected points per player per week. How deeply do you look at that, or do you just say, I want to start him, he's starting?
I never look at projected points per week.
So you just
You just play.
When
Fine
I
with
when
it.
I look at them,
I
it's
look at
either A,
sometimes.
I saw something in them on the field, or B, I would go like whenever I'm in the waiver wires, the first thing I like to do is like go on last week, check
what they
who
did.
scored the most, and go through the list and see why they did that. You know, and see, did he just get a bunch of touchdowns because he's the goal line back and da da da, and has he been doing that consistently? You know, like
Yeah.
those are the kind of questions I ask, and then I'll pick through and see. You know
Or you
what,
can-
this guy's kind of
You
worth
can
it.
pick Sammy
And then-
Watkins 1 week, he goes off. The next 2-3 weeks is
I'm a-
trash.
I'm a
Hey,
Sammy
hey,
Watkins
I have Sammy
hater.
Watkins this year.
I had him last year, and that's
I have him this
literally
year.
he would go off, trash.
I'm a Sammy Watkins
off,
hater. That's a fact.
trash.
You can ask Josh about that shit. We've debated
You
Sammy
hated him
Watkins.
since Clemson, or
No, I've hated him since he's been on the Bills when he got drafted. But
he was lazy on the Bills though.
bro,
everyone's
like, he
lazy
was
on the
fat
Bills.
on the Bills. It felt like, and
whatever
it's
happened
crazy because
to what's
he
his name?
came out with him, Mike Evans, and there's another wide receiver. That trio when they all got drafted the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
year.
yeah, I know what you're talking
And
about.
it was fucking insane. I think it was Odell maybe. Maybe it was Odell in the later.
Odell and because it was.
Odell and
I
somebody
think it
else.
was Odell, Brandon Cooks, Mike
Brandon
Evans, Jarvis Landry,
Sammy
and
Watkins.
Sammy
They were
Watkins.
going up, and I was like,
Everyone
"Jeez."
was going
Papa had Mike Evans, and I was like, dude,
Who
that's
is-
the best wide receiver in the goddamn.
Because
Like,
I remember I had Brandon Cooks, and then Jalen had Odell, but remember Odell was hurt.
Kelvin Benjamin.
that's what I was saying. I was about
Kelvin
to ask, I was
Benjamin.
like, whatever happened to him, bro?
I thought Kelvin Benjamin was the best one. That's
he
what I was
was
trying to
big.
compare.
He was a
Because
big
he was
receiver.
big,
He was
but he
fucking
mossed
huge.
Richard Sherman and freaking
Because
Cam.
he's 6'6", damn
He
near.
lost
I
them.
hope so.
I was like, this is
Fucking
the
lining
man.
up against a 5'8".
And he
Yeah.
you couldn't stay
sure,
off the
Sherman's pretty tall.
donuts. You couldn't stay out the donuts, Kelvin.
Is he still playing?
Yeah.
Is
He
he
got
still in Carolina?
He just
right?
got picked up as a
No.
tight end or some shit.
tight end.
Tight
I'm
end.
telling you.
That's smart.
Tight end. Jesus.
I'm with
he's
that.
big
Both
like
I'm
that.
with
250
that.
something.
He's big like that.
Because I know he got traded to the Bills and he got dropped by the Bills.
Nah, he just got dropped by Kansas City, I guess.
Really?
That sucks. Yeah, he just got dropped.
Damn.
That close, Kelvin. You're that close, man. I had so much faith in you.
We can use a huge tight end. Why not? Go Bolts.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I'll take it.
Over your 30,
Hunter Henry.
40-year-old.
If Hunter Henry can stay on the
He's
field, he'd be okay.
retired, Huh?
I said if Hunter Henry could stay on the field, he'd be okay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a good year if he stays healthy.
But you guys don't get any more good tight end. Antonio Gates was your one. There you go. You had
really
you had a
was.
great tight end.
Hey,
Cherish.
I
There you go.
cherish everything that Antonio Gates has done for our franchise and the league. I did. I got too big for it.
How you get too big for Antonio Gates' jersey? Those things come in like triple XL because he a big boy.
Because it was like a medium large, and like a long time ago.
You
and then,
always
yeah,
always buy your jersey a size up.
I did. I got
that-
it for free.
That's for
I usually
all,
get a
that's for
size
all
up.
the youngins who
Someone
are
just gave
listening.
me the jersey.
I usually get a size up so I can wear a hoodie under.
You're so ghetto. I'm just
Because
kidding.
I wear a hoodie under my jersey, you baboon.
You wear function fits. Like it's 2013.
You are a
baboon.
function fit.
I am a function fit. Low key, there's a hoodie under here. Yeah, touch that trophy. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
You lean kind of hard.
Lean with it. Wow. Lean with it.
Fragile shoulders.
Nah, but he just like
Fragile shoulders.
sit up, nigga.
It's a baby.
I know, but
You can't make that. You're not that.
I got
big.
one
hey,
step.
Junior, I have a question. The
Yo,
guy who won in 2014, is that his Wi-Fi password?
2NPNK1NS.
Funny if it
Wait. Oh no, it's 2 in the pink, 1 in the sting.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was reading it and I was like, why does it say NP?
I heard the process in your head out loud.
You're trying to type it in somewhere.
You're happy about it. I like
I
that.
got it. Nah, that Wi-Fi password. Hey, that's
I thought that was
Clever.
Wi-Fi password. I was like, yo, that's different. At
Wait.
least you never forget it.
so. Dingleberries are the 2-timer. Dingleberries is a two-timer.
Back to back.
No,
Why are you
one or
looking
the
at
other.
me like that?
Dingo. He's not even part of the league anymore. Dingo.
Dingo.
Dingo's not part of the league.
He's not a part of the league?
No. Mike
Ja-
and Ron are, and that motherfucker, he's crazy, man. Ron is
Wait, this is a
Boston Ron.
Mike and Ron are
Los
they're a
Sucios
two-man
is my
team?
father.
They're a
Yeah,
two-
they're a two-man team.
No.
It's not. They split, 100 and 100, and they, split the pot, whatever they make.
Hell
And
no.
At the end of the day, it
That's
is.
too
If
much
they want to do
collusion.
that,
Yeah, but who gets
but it's one team, two
Who-
men on one team.
who gets
I know, but
drafting
that's
rights
collusion.
though? So do you
That's
pick
not
who
collusion.
picks
That's
the first
two
round?
minds. That's two minds working
I
together.
don't like that.
But what if I don't want C.J. McCaffrey? What if I want Alvin Kamara?
Yeah,
It looks
see,
like
they
we're
have
gonna
those
be
discussions.
sir.
Those discussions happen, but they never get livid or nothing. But you can tell the
We can
discussions
never
happen.
be. We can never.
Well, I
be
mean, they
draft
won.
partners
No, never.
because you would be like Keenan Allen. I'd be like garbage. You'd be like Melvin Gordon, trash.
I'll just veto everything you say.
Exactly.
Like, this is. He'd be trying to get all Saints players like it's 2012 all over again.
We'd probably end up with Andrew Luck because that's the only consistent person we would like.
Andrew Luck is very consistent. Hey, RIP though. I
He
hope.
didn't die.
I know he didn't die, but all I'm saying is like RIP because like he was a great quarterback.
Yeah, but
He-
it was the Colts' fault. They never paid in to protect him, and that's what happened.
Well, yeah.
By the way, if anybody wants to know, in the description there will be a link to Brett Coleman's video that I fucking talked about before.
That's fine.
Want that to be
Yeah,
known.
of course.
Fine.
Trademark.
Shit.
But
Are
yeah,
you stretching?
like
Yeah. All right.
so to serious matters though. Did you guys think that it was unfair for the Colts fans to boo Andrew Luck when he was walking?
No, that's completely fucked up.
You think that's fucked up?
Yes.
Entirely.
You have to understand
During the game, yes. During the game,
No.
death.
At all points.
At all
Fuck you.
points, bro was hurt. Bro was hurt most of his career.
No.
Dying.
I was like, I would have said try to give it like another year or two. Then I would have did it like I would have like made more sense if it was like the off season. To me, not like a week before the
Okay,
regular
I
season.
understand that, but what I
But you-
think most fans don't understand is you're booing the man that was literally getting obliterated every week,
Every week.
and your organization. See, he agrees with me.
He does.
Your organization couldn't even use the extra cap space to go out and get a better center,
They were
a better
trying to.
guard.
They were working on it.
Yeah, but
They just got it literally
he's been
like
in
the
the
last
league
year.
since what? 2012.
2013.
Chargers barely got a good
They-
kicker, so time.
The Colts literally just drafted a fucking guard to protect his ass.
But it
just
took how
drafted.
long? That's my point.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
If I'm sitting in, if
Yeah.
I'm sitting in Andrew Luck's position, I'm like,
It's
it took you
Jacoby's team now.
It took you 7 years to realize that I needed a guard. Took you 7 years. Like, I would have retired
And Jim
too.
Irsay, you owe
Let's go
this man
Bolts.
hours
Let's
of his
go
life
Bolts.
and tons of pain. You owe this
Yeah,
man.
like I would have retired too.
But they paid him. No, that was good.
I
They
would
put-
hope so.
I mean, he's
He
not going to get a
deserves it.
lot of that contract money, especially the
He's getting
last whatever.
24. They're giving him 24 mil.
That's fine. At least you walk away with just 1 year, just
Don't
messed
fall.
up.
You can't fall while I watch you. Because then I can't watch you.
Hey, Drake has more slaps than them.
He's
looking
looking, he's looking at you funny. He's like,
because
you for real?
he has the Beatles.
Beatles.
It
He's
says-
looking at him like,
Shit at the Wiggles.
you think
And
you
it's-
serious?
What, Drake has more slaps than the Beatles?
Can I get him a Drake shirt?
You don't even know the Beatles, dog. The Beatles are way
Before all of
All
our
of our
time.
time. Yeah, every person in this
For
room,
all our time.
every person in this home before their time.
What's yesterday?
It's about this, as if the Beatles never existed. It's the aspiring songwriter, like, just ends up using all their songs since they
Oh, yeah.
since watching the It's pretty good.
That's cool.
Is it woke?
You guys watched Euphoria?
Yes,
something
I love
I
Euphoria.
want to check out.
Bro, it's good.
Bro,
Good.
very good.
Good.
It's better than 13 Reasons off tops, and that's just season 1.
And
Okay,
we-
so season
we
one
just
compared to
finished
season
13
one.
Reasons right now.
Season 1 compared to season 1? Well, I mean, it's kind of a different tone.
I mean, it's two fairly different aspects of a show, but
Like, one's like really like into drugs. One's really into drugs.
the other one's into suicide
Well, she just killed herself. It was sad.
because she had a fatty. Because she had a wagon on her. Because she had a big old booty. She decided to kill
She
herself.
couldn't
I
handle
think
the caboose on her.
That first season was really
did.
well structured. Like,
It
that
was.
It was. It was a
amazing.
good
very
first
well
season.
structured.
They took out the scene where she killed herself.
I heard.
Nah,
Actually,
no
they
way.
didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't.
They censored it.
No,
They
my
censored it, didn't they?
my mom said she watched it and she said, yeah, it's all. She was like that shit. Yeah, she said that shit was crazy.
That was nuts. I was like,
Because she watched it obviously way after all of us did, and I asked her and she said no, it's still there.
Okay, good.
They did it before this new season came out.
They
Yeah.
did it recent.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
What's the
That's
point though?
dumb.
Like it already happened.
I was like, it's like
we have
2 years
too
ago
graphic.
now.
No,
it's so-
we need to
it's so
show these kids what it's really like if you're gonna do it.
We should
because
not
this shit
be
sucks.
able to. We should not be able to censor shit like that. Like, have you guys ever heard of a movie called Eighth Grade?
No.
It was made by a man named Bo Burnham. It was his first directorial debut. He's a comedian / like YouTuber beforehand. Amazing fucking mind. But tell me why the movie's called Eighth Grade, and it's following this young girl, right now in eighth grade and whatnot, and how like shit is today. You know, with she does like a YouTube channel and whatnot, and she does like what's it called? Like she goes through all this different stuff in school. You know, like she's transitioning from junior high to high school, and you know it's like rated R or PG-13, and so kids couldn't go and watch it. But it's like
It's
everything
about
that's in
kids.
there
Yeah.
is that what they're doing in school.
Yeah.
100% factual, 100% of what they're doing. Every kid goes through everything she went through.
Yeah.
Nothing graphic at all is in that film. Like, there's graphic connotations, like they
Yeah,
say
but
something.
That's
But
what
dude,
we're
like,
saying, and that's why I like 13 Reasons Why, because when did that come out? Like 2 years ago, 3 years
2 years
ago?
ago.
2 years ago.
It was. I mean, we were at a high school, but it was still kind of relative to
Yeah.
like. I mean, yeah, there was bullying and stuff, but
I've
I
never
liked it because they kept it. They kept it real. They
Yeah.
they showed her killing herself. Like
Which was very
what
sad.
others? I mean, it was sad, but what other show really shows that?
Well, in Euphoria, we saw that Rue almost OD'd.
Yeah,
We haven't seen it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
you'll
It's
figure it
the
out. It's
first
the first
episode.
episode. You'll
It's the
figure
first
it out.
episode.
Yeah,
So,
we're
yeah,
not gonna give
literally
away.
right off the bat.
The
it's gonna be
big
like, boom.
reveal. You know what? I'm not even gonna watch it anymore, man. Thanks a lot.
No, you're gonna love it, dude. It's great.
Do you see Drake's the other show he's producing for Netflix? Some is he selling drugs or he's selling something? It's like a hood show.
Is it that like? What was it?
Real team game.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
that wanker.
Well, have you guys seen Atlanta?
I've watched the first season.
That's a great show.
First season, half of
Great
season
show.
2.
Same, and I just stopped for some weird reason.
To be honest, I've been watching Blackish lately.
Fresh Prince coming out like
It's like a reboot type.
a reboot, but it's more dramatic.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to do with
Really?
his kid?
They basically
Damn.
started like, you know how they do like fan like videos, like they do a fan adaptation of like something.
Yeah.
Like fan producing themselves. So basically, someone did that, and Will Smith saw it, and like basically was like approved it. So now they're actually gonna let him.
Wait, is that the show or the movie? Because
It's gonna be like a
did you see the one?
show or movie. That's a good. I don't know.
There was one I saw it on. I sent it to my dad like a while ago, and it looked like it was gonna be a Fresh Prince movie.
No, that's what it was. Like
So he made like a trailer.
So now
yeah.
it's an adaptation
yeah,
too.
now they're like, we're gonna give you a show.
Oh, so they're giving him a show
That's tight.
instead.
Even
Oh,
on,
okay.
Like, Stars or HBO or something.
Yeah.
Speaking
That's
of speaking of stars,
I'll fuck with that.
who watches Power? Power is great. If you have Hulu, you have to get into Power. Power's great.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Power's good.
It's
It's
that
the one
50
with 50
Cent show.
Cent.
Oh,
He's
you
like
know
a
what?
drug dealer.
Yeah, he's like, you owe me money now to everyone. Like,
Yeah. Caden. I don't like him.
You guys gotta watch The Boys. It's on Amazon.
I've heard it was really good.
Amazing.
I just need
Seth
to see
Rogen is a producer on that.
It. Is he really? Hey, do
The
your
Boys.
dance,
It's like
do
about
your
superheroes
dance, do
and
your
shit.
dance.
Like,
Oh
but
my
like they
God.
go through like real
We
life
about to have
stuff and
some
whatnot.
huge
It's
ass feet,
tight,
kid.
man. Fuck yeah, dude. Seth Rogen is doing great things.
No, I'm about to go watch Good Boys tonight.
Nah, is it on? It's on Netflix though, right?
No,
No,
that's the
Good
movie.
Boys is a
That's
movie.
the
It's
movie.
in.
Yeah,
Oh
with, like,
wow.
the little kids.
Okay.
That's funny.
Let's all watch it tonight.
I've
I'm
seen
watching
it.
it with my mom. You can come if you want.
Yeah, I would say you got a babysitter for 2 children.
Are they old enough for that? I don't think so, huh?
No, I don't think he's definitely not. He probably.
But Vincent definitely.
I like him.
No, trust me. I see. Vincent's an angel compared to some of the kids in there.
Yeah.
I'm when Marissa used to work there. I was smart.
Oh, them kids, bro? No, never. I was like, that sucks, dog.
It's lit.
Doesn't it? I see you. But yeah, you need to watch Euphoria for real. It's a very
Yeah,
good show.
you gotta
Very
hop
good
on
show.
that.
I'll definitely check it
Have
out.
you seen Black Klansman?
Man.
No, but I want
Dude,
to.
that movie. Well, okay.
I feel
Disclaimer.
like it's not
Adam
supposed to be
Driver,
funny.
Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. It's not supposed to be funny.
It's not supposed to be
but
funny.
it's freaking hilarious.
Good.
Ah, really? I got the funny vibe from the trailer though. That's why I was
Well,
like,
like it's funny for all the racist terms they use, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's why it's supposed to be funny.
okay.
It's just crazy because like it wasn't that long ago.
It was what 80 something.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
I
it-
mean,
like it's
a
not
lot
that
of
long.
racial
Yeah.
issues and whatnot were of
I mean,
recent,
pretty recent.
like
They're
last
still calling
generation
people
or-
niggas left and right.
Yeah.
So what's the
I think
difference?
my personal opinion is that like politically it's a lot cooler climate. If a black man can become the president in America, shit's going right in America, you know?
going better.
Better.
But I mean, it's still it was such a monumental thing. But like people were were just so just like
I mean, they still.
it was
didn't
hit or
like it.
miss.
We
I
took
felt
10 steps back after that. They're like, all right,
Yeah.
we have to compensate.
exactly.
Yeah.
We gave
Yeah.
y'all-
We gave y'all
Yeah,
8 years.
Now we're gonna get the whitest president
Now
we
we have to
had
go
in
get-
presidency.
Has he been convicted of rape or alleged of rape?
He hasn't been convicted by anything.
He's never yet.
He's
He-
got
has
he's
he
got
been
he's
alleged?
got cases,
Oh,
but
Do
he's
you have
multiple
cases
cases.
of rape or just sexual assault?
sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Yeah.
See, this is another thing. The more sexual things you get, the higher you get in life, and it's bad. You want to go?
Grandpa.
Hey,
So it's I mean like
You want to go back with me?
it's kind of the same thing with like sports players and whatnot, you know, like they all have their cases and whatnot, and you
he's had.
got to do your
And then they win
research
the
on
Super
which
Bowl.
one.
He's
Then you
had
win a
the-
championship.
Yeah.
Then you damn near get an
Look,
MVP.
he
You
went
average
and won a
37 points a
championship.
game.
He won a presidency.
He won a
the
presidency.
presidency.
Wow, bro. Statistically, you do well after that.
I think you get like a drive.
It brings you
Yeah.
stronger for some weird reason.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm not gonna test it, but
Yeah, I would say
Never-
one of y'all
never gonna
needs to
test
get
it
a
in my
case.
lifetime.
and-
I'm not gonna Bryce Walker it. But I mean, it's you could see that.
I
good-
mean,
Unfortunately, good things
The
come
results are
to
there.
those who rape.
Bryce Walker was a human.
He's a person. He just
he is a human.
He
That's
dehuman-
fact.
Humanizes
That's all I can
women.
say about
But-
him on his.
I'm not mad he died.
I'm not
What?
mad he died. I'm not mad he died, but
I feel like he was.
Set up for failure.
He was.
he was definitely set up for failure.
He was making a turn.
He was a serial rapist.
I
Oh,
don't think death
God.
is what he
He
deserved.
did not deserve death.
I
did
think
not
he.
deserve that.
I think he deserved a harpoon in jail.
That's different. I don't think many people.
Not a lot of people.
Many people deserve that.
Yeah, yeah. There, if you do something to kids, you deserve death. If you
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're sorry. Spoiler
no, wait, hold
alert.
on. If you haven't watched
Well,
season
alert.
1, tells you right off
Season
the
one,
bat.
yes.
Off the
Season one,
bat.
you know if he's a rapist or
Yeah,
not.
Know that he died. We just said
but that's
No,
early
no.
on in the, yeah.
No, the
they said it
trailer.
in
No,
the
we
beginning.
said
The
it.
trailer.
But it,
That's what made
Yeah,
everybody watch
it's-
it. Because they're like, who killed Bryce Walker? And we're like, who did kill Bryce Walker? Who could do such a thing?
we're allowed to talk.
I think it's this person, and I was correct.
She
I don't
made a
wanna hear
lot
it.
of
Guess
guesses.
There's
She
I don't
no
wanna
way
made
hear
you
a
can
lot
guess
of
that.
guesses.
I said
A lot of soft guesses and like and like too short. He hasn't finished.
He hasn't finished.
I didn't finish. I didn't listen to
It
you.
for sure took me off guard. Because I was like, no.
I have 4
I
episodes.
for sure was like,
I have 4 episodes.
no.
Who do you think it is? Since you're the only
Yeah,
one who
who
hasn't
do you
finished
think
it, who
it
do you
is?
think it is?
I don't know. I think I know it's not Clay.
Clay's soft.
For
bro.
a second, I thought it was Justin. I kind of think it's Justin only because Seth was like,
All I'm gonna
Oh,
say is
the
Clay
way-
been through it though.
yeah, well, yeah, Clay obviously goes through it. He always goes through it.
Clay-
But I only think I have a slight feeling it's Justin because Seth was like, oh, the way you killed your rich friend or whatever, and so that threw me off.
When he pulled up the
Yeah, when he
stepdad
pulled
or
up
whatever.
to when Seth pulled up to Justin and
He just finished
I'm on
episode
9.
9.
Yeah, so I'm on 10. I'm on 10. But then when he pulled up, it was like, oh yeah, the same way you killed your rich friend or whatever. So I was like, I just want Monty to die.
People have been saying since season one.
Oh, Montgomery Dela Cruz. When they kept saying Montgomery, I was like, huh. I'm guessing that's Monty.
Mr. Harpoon himself.
Monty was just misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Okay, let me harpoon
okay.
you and see if I'm
No,
misunderstood.
okay, no, for his home life because his
He's
dad was
gay.
such an asshole.
He's gay.
He could have done.
You can channel that energy
You could
something
channel that, You could
else.
channel that injury on the field.
True shit, so that's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse at all.
what he did to Tyler,
That,
that was
that was
was
messed
far.
up.
Yeah,
That was very
far.
dark.
that doesn't come from just
That's what do you, I was like.
I want to see what he could actually.
I was like, that's messing with him. I was like, how do you?
That's
We're
the
done.
same
We can't talk about
justification
this
for
anymore.
these school shooters and stuff. When it's like, oh, they had a. It's
No,
like,
it's
nah,
not.
dude.
Well, it's a
It's
mental
not.
health if they're
It is
Caucasian.
a mental health thing, but it's not like a home life thing. Drove them to like
People go through shit, bro. Everyone does.
they're going through stuff and they can't
Not enough
internalize
to
it well.
shoot
They
up
don't
the
know how
school.
to.
Oh,
They don't
Jesus.
know how to deal with it mentally.
Yeah, I was like,
That's the only problem. The problem
I
isn't that
can-
they're going through stuff.
I
Everybody's gonna
can
go through
slightly understand if like Tyler bullied Monty, and so Monty said I was over it, and then harpooned him. Okay, it doesn't
But-
justify it, but it makes a little more sense
Wasn't
than
that
just
way at
randomly shoving a broomstick up there.
Yeah.
In our baseball season, just shove him through.
Exactly. Yeah. I
Yeah,
was like,
like-
he didn't even ruin the seat. He just burned the field. Like you act like you
Baseball.
can't repatch that grass. You act
Like
you
it
can't
was
just
such
stomp
an
over it. The
inconvenience. Like
Raiders play in
he's
the
not
damn
even gonna be the
stadium
one
like
who's
that
gonna
in the
have to
first
repatch
place.
it. That's the sad part. He's not even gonna be the one to have to fix that field. Like Gardner's.
Exactly. Oh, you
There's no inconvenience to this man whatsoever.
at all. You just have to show up and show out.
Loses a day maybe.
You guys record?
Harpoon. Do you watch 13 Reasons Why?
No.
Good job. Don't watch it.
It's scary.
A little boy got harpooned.
He did.
He was like a skewer.
It's a horror.
No.
No. I mean, yeah.
That's a one at that point.
It's like it's a drama, and it's like about it deals with like these teenagers and whatnot in high school, but like bullying and like it gets into like a school shooter type thing, and then it goes into like
First
all
it
these
was
different-
suicide. Suicide. Yeah.
well,
was like rape
suicide
and
into
suicide.
it tackles hard issues, you know.
It's a hard social.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ends up into
What's going on, man?
I wonder if Selena Gomez was bullied as a kid.
Good.
Why?
Because she's the executive producer.
Of 13 Reasons Why?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew
she
that.
probably was. I mean, that's probably some of the inspiration
Yeah.
for it.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
She just must have some very good ideas.
Or she lived through some of it.
She's like, hold on. You know what would be really cool? What Monty should do?
She should
Really-
harpoon him.
like, just stick it to him, really, literally.
Selena, how did you come up with that idea?
I saw it on the internet.
I was trying to think of the wildest things you can do. It was pretty much one of the things that just came up.
I was watching 1,000 Ways to Die.
I figured, well, that'd be a good way to, like,
That show is ridiculous.
That's my favorite term, harpoon.
harpoon. You
I was
think a
thinking
harpoon-
skewer.
Rotisserie?
Kebab.
They're all
Rotisserie?
graphic. There's no way to tell it without being too graphic.
He was a kebab.
We should not be laughing about this.
We should
Yeah,
not
that's
be
the bad
laughing,
part.
but,
We do not condone in any way on this
Harpooning.
podcast
Of
any
harpoon-
form of
harpooning,
kebabbing,
kebabbing,
harpooning.
skewering.
skewering,
None of it.
rotisserie.
You are not alone. Leave
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
I will be linking.
Visit 13reasonswhy.org.
Takes a broom and puts an apple in your mouth. It's not going to be good.
You're bobbing. It's pretty much what you are.
He basically called him a hog.
Without the tie.
Glad you got it.
Without the ties, baby.
Oh.
That's, man.
We'll talk about football more next week.
That's when the
I'm so
season fully
excited.
starts,
Yeah,
baby.
there'll be more to talk about then.
Oh, yeah.
For a wrestling.
So, outro.
Come on, sir. We could ramble up.
Yeah.
I understand.
I don't want to wrestle.
I was
Y'all,
like-
y'all can talk about
No, we'll do that next
Wrestling.
time. Wrestling coming
mud
next
wrestling,
week. Mud
naked
wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Don't you love wrestling?
yeah, she's a wrestling fan.
Y'all can talk about
Of course you
wrestling.
can. The more the merrier. You will have a nice conversation about wrestling right here. All Out is this Sunday, or not Sunday, this Saturday.
A commercial at work on like a DirecTV commercial, and I lost my mind. I was so sad.
Yeah, you can buy the pay-per-view. Well, why buy the pay-per-view when you can stream it on your phone for free?
Have WWE Network.
Of course I do. Of course. Of course. That's
We watched pay-per-views together.
yeah. That's been years.
I thought I was alone.
No, ma'am. You're not alone.
No, you're not the only 24-year-old that watches wrestling.
It's hard. It's cool. Don't you like stuntmen performing different stunts?
No, I just like watching
Not
my
when
movie.
they're like calling each other out and making a fake drama with bad acting.
So you don't like soap operas
getting
that
in
fight?
like skimpy suits.
Yeah, that's basically yeah.
Okay, but that's good acting. And
That's better
well
acting than
structured.
WWE.
And
No, it's
good-
not.
Have you seen them pretend to play basketball, football, any sport in that show?
Horrid.
Oh my god.
And that's
Okay,
that's the
okay,
low
hold on,
point.
hold on. They are actors, not athletes. There's a difference.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah, and first off, these.
Like way better. Like not even. Since they even disrespectful, she cool, bro.
If you're being honest, WWE, they are actors and athletes and a lot more.
But they're not good actors.
How they're not good actors?
Terrible
Or
actor.
do you guys think
So we're gonna act like the Rock is
Who?
the biggest movie star.
Cheerleaders. Oh, the dog's back at it again.
But the shitty part is
Okay.
that
Our
there's no
cheerleaders-
reason
our
for it. Like
cheerleaders
she's not getting
athletes?
to anywhere.
No.
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 The one. Yes.
Gymnasts, yes.
There-
Cheerleaders aren't.
There's a huge difference.
They have a whole routine.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Cheerleaders,
way more
and the
like-
ones that
The
are doing
comp-
flips.
Time
Yes.
out. The Compton Clovers are not athletes. Simone Biles is an
It's
athlete.
110% an athlete.
Thank you. That's
I was
it.
like cheerleaders. You get.
What about dancers?
Where?
They're
What
not
kind?
athletes, they're
Exotic?
dancers.
Yeah.
Wait, exotic?
What about like
Janae's an athlete.
I would say Janae's an athlete.
ballerinas, hip hop dancers?
That's all, but that's like in a different category. That's like those are just dancers.
Those are
though.
dancers.
Those are
They're not
dancers.
athletes.
Yeah.
Like I
They
don't.
have to be fit.
I don't think they would
Yeah,
consider
obviously they have to be
themselves
fit
athletes.
From a dancing
I
standpoint,
say they're equivalent to athletes, but
they're
they're not athletes.
not athletes.
Yeah, like
though.
they wouldn't call themselves athletes.
Yeah.
They'd call themselves dancers.
I guarantee.
So then is the baseball
They
player.
perform art.
Yes.
Yes, it's
What
a
do you
sport.
mean? How is a baseball player not an athlete? You run hard. You have to eye coordination. It's crazy.
You jump.
You jump.
Not
So
often.
you would be equally as winded as you would be a baseball player.
Yeah, but you'd be equally as winded going up 10 flights of stairs. You know, like even if you were an athlete.
True.
Energy isn't like quantified. You know, like
That's not what
your body just gonna feel naturally like winded
guarantee
after
you,
doing anything for an
Even if you put
extended
a
period.
cheerleader on a softball field, they're getting blown away.
I mean, honestly, if you tell a cheerleader to run up 10 flights of stairs, she's gonna be winded.
Yeah.
As will I.
Put anybody out there in baseball that can hit a 100-mile-an-hour sinker from Aroldis Chapman, or anyone in the damn league from there on.
Okay,
That's an
so
athlete.
so then what would you guys consider is the prime, like the peak of athleticism, the peak
Like
athlete in
Like sport.
of anything? What sport? What sport is the peak athletes?
I'll say basketball too.
NFL
Not even close.
by a mile.
NFL.
By a
It's
mile.
just because you take hits. That's it.
JJ Watt can do a 61-inch vertical box jump.
But he's not coordinated enough to ever play basketball.
You're crazy. He's more coordinated than anyone in basketball could ever be.
I
His hands,
honestly,
are more
honestly,
coordinated than anybody.
I think
That's
Aaron
most
Donald
athletes.
trains with knives like, in the other person's hands. And
What?
no. I think
Dude,
Tight end
Wait.
go play basketball? No,
Yes.
basketball player can go play tight end.
yeah.
Easy. The greatest tight end of all time was a basketball player. He's like,
the greatest tight end of all time was a grocery store friggin' boxer or whatever. Tony Gonzalez.
I thought that was Kurt Warner.
Does he play basketball?
Oh, yeah, it's Kurt
so
Warner.
that was Kurt Warner.
Like Tony Gonzalez.
Kurt Warner.
I was like the number two.
Flipped,
The
yeah.
number two best
But-
tight end in the world played basketball as well. Antonio Gates.
Wait, why does he get number 2?
He's the number 2 best tight end of all time.
Antonio Gates or Gronk?
I mean, Jimmy Graham played basketball too at the U.
If
So
we're
did-
talking about technique, though,
All I'm gonna
tight
say is
end
this.
isn't where the technique is.
DeAndre Hopkins played basketball.
Technique. Okay, it takes technique.
But that's
it,
the
takes-
thing.
it takes
That's the
technique
thing.
to
I
go
think
do anything. It takes technique
Wide
to do golf.
receivers are the most athletic
I know tight end is not the most
beans.
skilled position.
On the field, I say receive. I say
The
running
most
backs.
skilled positions would be like wide receiver
I
for
say
me,
running
and
back
then
is the most
defensive
skilled
line.
in football.
Would probably fit into those best.
Absolutely not. No basketball player can go and play defensive line. Like
no.
Well, obviously
Okay, yeah, because they don't have the
size
size.
no, not even size. Technique. Technique is
doesn't
is
count.
unparalleled.
Zion not count.
Because Zion's a freak of nature.
He's a basketball player.
He is a
The way
basketball
that
player.
if you guys actually see how Aaron Donald, J.J. Watt, and DeForest Buckner and all those guys learn how to do
I'm
their
mad that
hand
you really
movements
just threw
and
DeForest
how you
Buckner in
because
there
there's
with all these
another
top
guy in
guys.
front of you. Okay, first of all, DeForest Buckner is literally a top 3 defensive tackle in the entire league, and he's gonna be the future of all defensive tackles.
Is he on the Niners?
Just watch.
Yeah,
Of course he is. He is on the
Hey,
best
it's
team
before
in the
it's
world,
before
and
the,
he
it's before
he
the allegations and cases
and he
come
had
out.
12
Yeah.
sacks
Bounced.
last year. Let it all be known. He
And
was in
he's
the
gonna be
double
another
digit sack.
Alden Smith
He's been doing it for years. And he's clean as a whistle. Clean as a
For
whistle.
now.
6'7", talk to him to his face. 6'7", you'd be scared. He's a
I'm
big
not
boy.
scared- I'm not scared of no man but God.
Niners won the chip since you were born?
Okay, D Hop.
We haven't won a chip, but we've been to a chip.
Right.
Thank you.
It was me.
I'm saying
I
peak
think-
at peak, and we're talking about athleticism. Athleticism.
I think
So,
I think we're
peak athletes-
new. You know what? I'm gonna say defensive backs because you got to move
You gotta be
after the receiver moves, and you have to be able to catch up once the receiver makes his
Think
cut.
about it. Bo Jackson was able to go do football and then go do baseball.
So is Deion Sanders.
So is Dion.
You know what I'm saying? So
No,
They're-
no,
We're
you
not
can't
putting
count
Jordan
Jordan.
out there like that.
No,
he played on. He didn't even play on a real.
yeah,
MLB
Jordan didn't
team.
even make it to the league.
Yeah, he shit the bed.
Black Sox.
I would say defensive backs, because like I said, like the receiver can make the cut, but if you're a good defensive back, you have to
That's a
make
mental
your
game.
cut after.
I say,
That's a
And
mental
you
game.
still,
say
but
running
you
back.
still
have
have
to
to
outthink
catch up.
them. Like Richard Sherman, he's made because he's not the most athletic, although he is a really athletic and he's got insanely long arms, and that's kind
No,
of
yeah.
that jab has always been.
But look at-
mentally, he's smarter than anybody else on that field.
Yeah,
And
'cause
he's
he
gonna
went to
outsmart
Stanford.
that wide receiver. He's gonna talk to you the whole time and make you make mental mistakes.
Exactly, but
Who's smarter in regards to the sport, him or Kobe B. Bryant?
Smarter in
To their
regards to
sport?
their own
So their
sports.
sport, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bryant is one of the
Yeah.
smartest human beings to walk the earth
Muse.
in their sport.
He would probably be close to those 12 championships if his ego could have been set aside.
Or if Shaq
See, but
would've
does that-
got
does that
in the
affect-
gym.
it was both of them.
It was both of them.
It was
Does
both
that
of them.
affect
It was both of them.
intelligence though? Does that truly affect intelligence?
Your
Because what
ego,
if it was
yeah.
an active choice? What if it was an active choice for him?
You can't be intelligent enough to rein yourself in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intelligence and discipline, right there.
True. Yeah, because those early years of
Two things that supposedly he's high on.
those early years were very
But, like,
bad for him.
So
When it comes-
is a rocket scientist more intelligent than an astrophysicist?
More on Shaq because he was older. He should have been the one sending the
No, that's why.
assessment.
He should have.
That's why I
But
said
then when they kind of came, you know,
In their
when they were-
Yeah, in 2004, they should have won in 2004 against. The
I would say
Pistons.
the level of detail that those two players have for the sport, I would say
I remember Ben
Kobe
Wallace,
has more knowledge of his own sport.
rebounder.
Richard Sherman has more
69.
knowledge of how mind works. He has a master's in psychology.
Shaq was 320 chugging.
This,
Yeah, out of shape.
this man is,
Out of shape.
Oh yeah.
and I've hated going up
I mean,
against
Shaq
this
said it
man.
himself.
My
He
team's
wouldn't-
going against this man for
He wouldn't start
years.
practicing until
Now he's on our
mid-season.
team.
Yeah, I know. Which was horrible.
Came to the good side.
Yeah, it was.
So
I don't know. I think it's hard to say who's the most, like, what position is the most athletic position of sports.
like
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think a football player can hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
I don't think a
No,
baseball
no, I'm
player
just
can run a
saying,
route.
I don't think exactly.
Baseball player, that's a whole different.
So that's
they're
like-
more. They're more mentally like checked in there.
You talk about best athlete, that would be the captain. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, decathlon runner,
he's doing all those 10 disciplines.
That's true.
ultra swimmer.
And I think,
The hell's an ultra
some of the
swimmer?
most
Ultra
athletic
swimmers
players
are
in the
like-
world are soccer players, but that's because they do both strength, endurance, so that comes together. And,
Ultra
and
swimmers-
chess, it's like a chess team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra
sleep on
swimmers are
soccer.
literal like
Soccer's
psychopaths.
lit.
What do they do? Swim?
So the ultra swimmers are people who swim in open water.
Oh, they do those.
So they'll swim across the San Francisco Bay.
Hell
You know,
no.
they'll go and they'll do like crazy distances. They'll swim the English Channel
Nope.
straight of Gibraltar. But these guys, so one of them came on Joe Rogan's podcast and he was talking about how he got into the sport.
Remember, you were in my house. It all started.
That's right. Of course.
He wants a cut.
Of
We all
course.
give him a
But
cut.
so an ultra swimmer, you know, like he was talking about how like he would be swimming and he would go on that distance and guys they'll throw up, they'll shit, but you keep swimming because if you stop, you're gonna die.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're gonna drown. And they'll go crazy miles of distance, like 10 miles straight of swimming
Nah.
through sea.
Nope.
And with the sea, you don't know which direction
pulling
it could be
you-
pulling you. Yeah.
Nope.
It,
Not a chance in hell.
have fun.
Not a chance in hell.
So
Bro,
I
freak
guess
out when I'm in a rip curl
athletes-
for
you
2
can't
minutes.
Pay, you can't pay me enough for that.
But then I guess
It's for the seaweed, but I'm drowning.
That's-
I'm dying.
that's the one thing I don't mess with the sea, dude. You don't know what's under there. You
Exactly.
don't know what's in there.
Shit, I barely go past the pier, and that's barely. I'm barely going like past like the third little like
Pole.
the third pole, bro. As far as I go, and I'm really screaming for help at that
But
point.
I guess at that point you also start to get into like rock climbers and stuff.
Rock
So
climber has a different.
They're athletes, though,
That's
right?
a
No,
So
yeah,
they
they're
ca-
athletes.
Free
those
climbers,
count
all
as
that.
They're
sports.
athletic. They're athletes.
Just throw powder.
It's just the degree. I think like what really separates what constitutes a sport is the degree of difficulty, I guess. Maybe not difficulty, but
And
the
basketball
degree
has the
of
highest degree of difficulty.
No.
no.
No, you can golf is up there.
I would say baseball's harder to play than basketball.
I would say golf is harder.
That's why I say golf.
Golf,
Golf is hard.
golf is a mental game.
I would,
Golf is all mental.
no, but you got to have your swing right. Cause
Yeah,
one,
that's what I'm saying, but
once-
It's a mental thing.
You can have that. You gotta be able to do that.
His calves, it's about the body too.
yeah,
It
but
is
like
all
even
ab-
that.
It's all
what
about the calves, baby.
What about hockey? What about
Jordan
hockey?
Spieth is the future of the
Hockey?
entire.
No. Jordan Spieth?
He's the
It's all
future
about
of the
Brooks
entire.
Koepka, baby.
Now we gotta fight.
It's all about Brooks Koepka. It's
I
off
would-
white, bro. It's fashion.
I'm not a fan of golf. Whatever I'll hear and whatnot. Mostly my father freaking watches that crap, but it like to me, golf seems insanely hard. I don't have the patience.
Golf
for
is
it.
I
hard.
have zero
I don't have the
patience.
patience.
Golf is hard
I can
because I can swing,
Nope.
but if I turn my hand, my ball's going right. I'm shanking it.
I went to a driving range. My father took us to
Yeah,
a
yeah,
driving range,
yeah.
and I was swinging, and the club
Yep.
straight into
Yep.
the air, and that thing
But
was
see,
down.
what about hockey though? Hockey, you have to know how to ice skate.
Yeah, I have to know
and
ice
you
skate,
have
yeah.
to be able to see a puck this big,
And you have to take a puck to the mouth.
You do.
and you got to hit it.
If
And
you're
imagine-
playing hockey, you're a psychopath.
imagine being
Yeah.
a goalie.
You have to have some like
You have to.
deep anger
Yeah.
issues.
I could never.
But I still gotta say the best athletes in the world are in NFL.
I don't think they're.
In the NBA,
They're
It-
freaks.
I
They're
don't
absolute freaks.
know.
They lift more than any other sport. They're faster than any other sport.
MMA.
These guys
That's a-
are
that's a
running
whole-
4.3,
that's a-
4.4.
That's a mental thing, bro.
Yeah,
That's scary.
those people aren't here.
Yeah.
No.
We're just gonna put them over here. We're gonna
Name-
put them in the octagon.
Here, I'll pose a question to you as well. In MMA, name me one fighter who has an amazing like his story is I have a great family and came from a good. You don't come from a good
No.
background. You have to be a psychopath to
Lesnar's
get
like
into that.
farm fed. Jesus, bro came from a damn cornfield.
You have to be absolute psychopath.
Yeah, so
to,
we're not gonna count the UFC.
some type of trauma.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
but not to be mean and racist, but what top athlete came from a top home in all sports?
Kobe.
Mm.
I mean,
Did Jordan? Because
Peyton.
all these new, he's white.
Larry,
I was
yeah,
like,
a lot
Jordan
of white,
really
a
never-
lot of white players.
Jordan never really
are
had
coming
any
from some
bad,
good
like,
homes.
thing.
Jordan was fine.
Jordan's fine until he got to the pros and his dad got shot.
Yeah.
That was the only thing.
True.
Well, I mean,
That was it.
3 more chips.
For a daddy. He won on Father's Day too. Hey.
I think going through those adversities is what makes those players who they are. You don't become one of the greatest scorers of all time without going through whatever KD went through in his life. You don't become one of the greatest football players of all time and cut your finger off in a goddamn
In a
freaking
game.
NFL game, without going through what Ronnie Lott went through. You don't.
You would throw a
You know-
niner in there.
Exactly. It's just all. It's just.
He's running. Name me a better safety.
Ed Reed.
Lies. Ronnie Lott's better than Ed Reed. By a mile. Not by a
I'm
mile.
taking Ed Reed.
I'm taking Ronnie Lott every single time.
Obviously,
Bang.
you're taking.
Troy Polamalu was better.
Banger. Troy Polamalu
I
is a
can't- okay, to
fool.
be honest-
He was 100% instinct.
I would. I can't wait to see Troy Polamalu's Hall of Fame statue. Like I want
That's
to know.
gonna be funny. The hair.
Yeah,
how they
I
gonna
want to
do
know
it?
what they're gonna do
How
with
you
the
gonna
hair.
do it?
It better be out.
It better be the biggest one. I hope
I'm
it will.
mad Randy Moss didn't have his with the fro
I'm surprised.
because he had
didn't.
so many hair options. He took the braids.
Well, obviously the braids were cold him though.
Nah, I think Fro. Like,
You should have got.
I
Thanksgiving.
love.
You should have got Thanksgiving Randy Moss, bro.
Yep.
3 receptions, 183 yards, 3 touchdowns. I want that one. That's the one I want.
I think adversity is what makes these players who they are.
Yeah, that's what puts them over the edge. Because I'm sure in their eyes, in their head, they're like, if I got through not being able to eat for 3 months, I could get through anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dramatic, but like,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Like-
Like,
That's an ESPN
like-
30 for 30.
Like that old story or
It's a 30 for
whatever,
30 right there.
where you meet a wise man and then he takes you to the beach and he holds you. And
Yeah.
you tell him, "Oh, I want to do this thing. I want to do this thing," and then he takes you to the beach and he puts you underwater and he's holding you there and you're obviously fighting for your life. And when he lets you up, he tells you, till you want something as bad as you want air, you won't,
Yeah, you won't get there.
You won't get there.
So basically, you're saying I should have been drowned when I was like younger.
Yes.
So like,
Take
and
your
I could have been in
kids.
the league.
All right. This is advice I'm giving
I
to
could've
all
been-
young
So wait,
parents.
when are
Take
we
your kid-
having the drowning party for Vince? I
Yeah.
wanna
Oh,
be
this
here.
already. I mean, they're. I
It
mean, look at him.
begins.
They've been through it.
Okay.
They're ready.
Bread already.
Time to traumatize the
Rebecca can confirm
It's
that
gonna be
they
they're gonna be
were.
the best 3 or 4
they
year-old
have been
football
through.
players in the
Factual.
land. Mixtape's gonna be out there, all the above.
Vince gonna grow up and be a rapper on accident. This nigga Judy gonna be disappointed.
I won't be disappointed if his
Oh.
bars are hot. I
If his
won't be
bars-
disappointed.
yeah.
But if he doesn't have bars, then
If he came out like Blueface, oh my god.
yeah. Oh, I'll be so
I'd be like,
disappointed.
hey,
He made it though.
hey, I'll be like Blueface, baby. Yeah, I.
I'd say okay, but
Rapper and he made it.
oh, I'd be so sad. I'd be like, go meet Eminem, have him train you,
You could be
and
like
there you
Playboy.
go.
Made a meal off that mumbling shit.
Dad, ooh, give me some cereal.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh.
ooh.
Oh,
Hey, that's all. That's a bar. He'd be like, hey, buy my mama a crib off that mumbling shit.
I just start playing some like J. Cole and
Oh God, he already does
Eminem
it.
through
He
the
already
house.
doomed. He's already doomed if you play him that.
let them know what real lyricism is. Some Childish
Kendrick.
Gambino, some.
Yeah, if you immediately play him J. Cole, he's gonna.
Well,
resent you
I
for
mean,
the
it's
rest
got to
of
be
your
somebody
life.
who writes their own lyrics.
No one writes their own lyrics.
There's a good amount
It's
of people who write their own.
2019.
I can get not writing all parts of your
There's no
song,
such thing
but
as an
I'm
Ice
sure
Cube anymore.
Thank you for that.
There's people who write their own lyrics. Eminem writes his own lyrics.
Okay,
Always have,
but
always will.
You have to admit, Eminem sucks.
Eminem's one of the best rappers to do it. Probably top 3.
Top
He's not
3.
even the top white
Top
rapper of all
3.
time.
Who's better white rapper than him?
Paul Wall and
Stop! Stop! You can even say it with a straight face. You said it. I was like,
What?
Paul Wall and the man himself, Riff Raff, are
Riff Raff
both
are
better than
Riff Raff
Eminem.
is a gangster.
And my
Hey,
Jordans.
Just
Thank
Hey,
you.
diamonds dancing on my fist look like a blank disc.
I was throwing pesos at some strippers.
Hanging things down like a vampire. Twilight. Sapphires dancing on my hand look like a campfire. If that's
They're
not the
both
bar
better than
of
Eminem.
Damn Century. I don't know what is. That's called bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
They are both better than Eminem.
I say Mac Miller better, low key.
Admittedly, all of the
Is
man.
that, is that only because he's dead?
No, I love
Oh.
Mac Miller from the jump. Mac Miller.
Don't make me disrespect the dad.
I love Eminem, but Eminem's last 2-3 albums have been poop.
Well, Mac.
It's fine.
I was gonna. Never
I
mind.
said his last 2 or 3.
Maybe 3 even, yeah. Some shit, top 2.
Marshall Mathers LP, whatever 2. Now,
The demon has awoken.
I mean, I'm not saying he's losing his touch because obviously he's real bars. Oh, that was so adorable! Oh my god! I wish y'all could have seen that. This baby just slumped right in there.
Just to let you guys know, this is what the stream sounds like right now.
This called bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Like a beanbag.
You really do look like a beanbag. I know he's mad comfortable.
Bro,
He got
on,
his
bro on
cheek
that
all
phone.
all in the
Bro on the
boobie.
phone, bro, chilling, bro. That's scary to hear myself like that. Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
I'm telling you, that's better than anything Eminem's has ever put out. Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Yeah,
We
it's
can do.
amazing.
We can.
It's amazing.
How about
Riff
next
Raff.
week we come back with some heat?
For the
We
real
can, do,
ones.
we can do top 10 rappers all time.
I'm down next week. Top 10 rappers.
Everyone could bring their top 10 rappers all time. You can literally name anyone you want. No bias.
It's all
Well, it's
biased.
all bias, obviously, but
Top 10 rappers.
rappers. How you feel? We can't say anything
Oh,
until
I mean, I'm
we
gonna say
get
something,
there. Yeah,
but-
no.
Our top 10 favorites or
Yeah, like
Yes,
your top 10
favorites
people to listen
that-
to.
Yeah, top 10 that you think is the best.
You don't have to
rappers
give
of
them a
all
number,
time.
but you could just
said 2 different questions.
what?
What did I?
What was it?
You said your top 10 favorites, and he said the top 10 that you feel are the best rappers.
Yeah, like your top 10
that's the
artists
same.
to listen
Yeah.
to. Like your top 10
How's that
your
not-
top 10
your-
rappers.
your
I
top-
do is have my top 10 favorites, like my favorite is this.
Oh, you're saying
Oh,
because
I'm
the
sorry.
best. and
I'm
favorite-
sorry.
My
He's
bad.
a,
hope-
he's a
yeah,
music guru.
clarification.
I'll be ranking it like
Okay.
I think the best rapper of all time is this one.
Put the top 10 rappers from your perspective.
Best rappers.
Better.
Top
Best
10
rappers.
best rappers from your perspective.
Does that sound too hard to you?
It's for the audience. You gotta be clear for the audience.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Sweetness.
Is that okay for you?
You got it. You got it. I think you got it. It's
Come
not
on, double double. You can do it.
Pat your sweat. And this stuff.
Yes.
All right. I gotta go watch 13 Reasons Why.
You gotta watch.
I gotta go finish 13 Reasons Why.
I was like, I don't have a show to watch, but
Next week we will be back with music and I guess wrestling.
wrestling and NFL,
Yeah,
and we'll talk about FIBA.
I'm not talking about FIBA. I'd rather talk about wrestling than FIBA.
We all would rather talk about
And
wrestling.
we're gonna talk about music and the double microphone back there is gonna be here.
double microphone, baby.
Later.
Go Bulls!